Hello and welcome. It's Soul Sunday. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lore, Prostorm, Skullturn, Joseph. Hello, Yukito. Hello, Dice God, Mudkip, the Legion, the Whimsiest01. Hello, Anubis. Hello, Sizzle. Hello, Ankh. Hello, Jen. Hello, Eos. Lord Conan. Greetings. Sizzle! My goodness, 40 months. My oh my oh my. The sub is Vintage Story. Oh. I see everybody's fiending after we did the Resonance Archive. Very good. But we got work we got to do today. Actually, if you want to join me, it says I'd like to pick your brain a little. Poke it, get some answers. But first, I need to do this. Oh, okay, very good. And hello.
Oh,
Indeed.
I heard you want to pick my brain. Well,
Correct.
loud in grease and ready to say some unhinged, stupid shit.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
There's a bell demon under my island. That makes sense. I mean, you did pick a terrible space to live. So
Wow.
nobody is surprised.
Blaming. Oh, it's Ankh. Yeah, you deserve it. Ankh, you're literally a penal colony. Like, of course it's terrible there.
What'd you expect?
That's why we throw the prisoners in there. You don't live there. You think Hayne lives in Haynes Keep? Not if he wants, not unless he has to.
So
Hayne lives in Hayne Estates.
True.
Oh,
the manor, very
looks like
on a different island.
Yeah, Florida golfer resort.
He lived on the
billionaire
coast.
Bunker. What were you saying?
Having gone through the beginner box.
Yeah, I definitely think it's marketable.
No.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, the dungeon maps that I made.
Okay.
How did you feel about the dungeon maps?
How did I feel about the dungeon maps?
Correct. If you need a refresher, you can join the Foundry, and I'll give you a refresher of what you went through.
Okay. Those guys make me join the Foundry. Can you fucking believe it? We're getting hands-on today. It's not just me playing PoE in the background and dying for the 5th time. All I hear is wah 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 wah. And then I come in with a witty remark about, because I heard like 3 words, and I built my entire statement, a response off of that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm bad at.
Let me know when you're in.
I've noticed that I'm really bad at like paying attention to multiple sources of audio. So like, the minute I stop looking at my second screen while I'm in Discord, I'm no longer paying attention to whatever the conversation is. It's gone.
Absolutely.
If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. It's not. There's no audio being picked up in my brain.
Your brain immediately turned off the audio tracks from that particular source.
It's really annoying because when I'll stop to like take notes, my brain shuts off any audio cues, and I'm like, I needed to hear that. This is supposed to be happening at the same.
What did he say?
There are several moments. Every time I go, hey, could you repeat that? Like, what's that name again? That's me writing notes, not listening to whatever description is being said.
Nice. Very good.
Well, you said there were spiders in that storm? I totally blanked on that. My bad.
There's a what?
Hey, what am I looking at? I'm looking at a town map. Oh. Understood.
So you should be able to see the map.
Okay. It's loading, but probably. I believe you. Yeah, there's 2 of me right now, which is great.
Can you see the whole map, or?
Yeah, I can see the whole map.
Okay. What do you think of this style of map?
Marketable. um, I think I like it. Versus what? Like a big room.
Versus a big room like so. Versus just one map. So that map, the Menace Under Astari, is like multiple rooms. There were like
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 encounters in that one map.
Mm.
Versus something like
gotcha.
this.
Cinema.
Correct. A very a wide open cinematic map.
Correct. Well, I think that is kind of my opinion is the smaller map, or it's not really smaller, but the diced up dungeon on one map is much more suitable, I think, for dungeon delving. Classic D&D, get in there, have a bunch of fights. I mean, we did fights like back to back to back, right?
Correct.
But there really wasn't like big vista cinema moments, you know. So I think both have their advantages. I think the big cinema map is good if you, for one, want a map dedicated to a boss fight, or want a map that's open and more inclusive on like RP elements in a space. It's more of a stage. Smaller, the Astari style dungeon, let's say, leans more towards playing the game, more towards
Interesting.
fighting, more towards dungeon delving.
Do you remember the first facility
Yeah.
where each room or each map was like a quarter of the dungeon that you had to map transition between?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you prefer something like that where it's like bigger chunks that you then swap between? Or one whole, like here's a even better example. So the old facility was it was like 6 maps that made one dungeon.
Right.
Let me show you the bio vault.
The bio vault.
This is the bio vault. Tell me when you're loaded in.
Hello, bio vault.
You can reconnect at any time, you piece of junk. There's no way me swapping between maps crashed my OBS. There's no way you're that much of a piece of shit.
It's time to get that Twitch Studios.
Okay. As you were saying.
Oh, we're back. Nice. I was saying that this looks very much like the Astari dungeon, very much like a traditional AD&D grid dungeon. You know, the old ones that like where you sort of number rooms, and there's like notes between each number, right? A classic dungeon, minus all of the sci-fi glowing bits. Just in general layout, I think this is a very good, like, if you want a traditional D&D experience, very mechanical heavy experience with a little bit of RP on the side, then this is kind of what you want, right?
Fuck.
What?
How do I get both?
God.
How do I allow for scenic moments for roleplay while also being a dungeon crawl?
I think you have. My gut feeling is to say have a big room in the middle with a bunch of smaller rooms like surrounding it, and the big room is the stage, and then the smaller rooms is where you have your combat experience, right? And then the big room is like where you have your big reveal. But it looks like, I mean, that's kind of what this map is doing. Like, I'm assuming the giant brain pulsing thing is your big twist room, your big reveal room.
Correct. But you see it pretty fast because you're like the area that the tokens are on is like an elevated, like you're peering down into the giant machine type deal.
Right. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to, I think you kind of done it already, but I guess have stages that sort of promote roleplay, you know? I don't know. You're asking an idiot, so
I'm asking somebody with a lot of experience now.
Yeah, but I've had the same experience as you, so like,
you've also seen a lot of my maps.
Yeah,
you were there for the shitty ones.
I was never there for any shitty ones.
He was.
There were no shitty ones, Mikey.
When have you ever made a shitty map?
I've made a lot of shitty maps.
Liar.
I will admit, a lot of my maps now, a lot better. A lot of my early maps, ugly.
Ugly.
Visual aids in the form of art to go with the descriptions. Helps immerse players in the experience. I don't really think there's, like, there are some things I could get art for, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't think I could represent outside of the map. Like, I don't have a piece of art to represent the massive machine in the center.
Yeah, I guess it's just descriptors. For our group, I think having rooms that have props, but not necessarily combat or traps or danger, but just props to sort of promote roleplay is the way to go about it. Because we will roleplay in an empty fucking room at a drop of a hat. Like somebody says some off comment and it'll just spark a 30-minute roleplay session just then and there. So you don't need much to encourage us to roleplay. Right.
Do you feel like do you feel like the Saint room or the Saint area, did that serve that purpose? Where like people were learning about the saints and praying and stuff like that. It would be this area over here.
Yeah, I remember the area. Do you consider like investigating props to be roleplay? Like going, I mean, technically everything we do has elements of roleplay, but when you and I say roleplay, we mean those thematic moments where we really get into character and start, monologuing or conversing or revealing each other's backstories to each other, more so than like fiddling with dials or interacting with items, right? It's usually NPC to NPC, I think, is what we mean when we say roleplay. And in that regard, not really, but that's mostly because I think none of our characters are particularly religious, right? It got us. We were interacting with stuff and we were active, but I wouldn't consider that like a role play centerpiece.
Do you feel like you had any moments of just your roleplay?
Usually our interactions. I don't know if Aridin did. Oh wait, no, there was the mushroom place. Like that was roleplay. After the fight, when we started talking to the tenders, that was kind of Aridin's moment to do his RP shtick. So yeah, for Mir, it was usually when talking to Bruna or chatting with the Herngar. That was kind of his roleplay shtick. I don't know if I can't think of. I guess Arendelle, yeah, for their moment was the Saints. They were definitely. I don't know if it was because Arendelle comes from Carousel or because Arendelle is a gremlin and wanted to buff Max. But they did take their moments to investigate every Saint statue. And there was the puzzle. I guess the puzzle solving room could also be counted as roleplay. I suppose, where we're making. I don't know. I don't know if puzzle solving really counted.
Understood. Very well.
That doesn't say any of it was like bad, obviously. But if you're saying how do I encourage people to roleplay NPCs, dialogue, rooms with big scenic, Destiny skyboxes, what I like to call them.
Elaborate.
Have you ever played Destiny?
I played bits of Destiny too.
It's fine. You've played Halo too, right?
Yeah.
Bungie does the same shit. All right, you leave a room that you just had combat, right? You leave a cave, or you walk through a hallway, and then you go through a door usually, and then you're sitting on like a elevated area, and before you is this huge, massive, very gorgeous skybox. Right, Bungie loves their skyboxes. Halo, for instance, loves doing that. Big scenic moments. You can't really interact with the skybox. You can't. I was half the time you can't go to the skybox, but usually NPCs will start chatting about the thing you're looking at. Right, you see the Halo ring for the first time, and Cortana goes, "Holy shit! It's the game." Points at title screen.
Correct.
Right, and that's just instead of the NPCs doing that. Right, if you want terrain, it'd be the prompting sort of the players to do that for each other. Like, wow, look at that big old mothership we're just staring at in the distance. Isn't that crazy? I wonder where it came from. Maybe not. Maybe they'll just do what a lot of Destiny players do and just be like, "Yep, that's a skybox," and keep walking. It's hard to predict what people are going to do. But you also don't like one of the biggest complaints you've had with CTF was that we were spending too much time like
Hold on.
having the same conversations between each other.
Yes.
So
it was usually at the camp. It would be the camp role play that was the rinse and repeating the same conversation. When you guys were doing the dungeons and like exploring the world and stuff, great. Kino.
Yeah.
Awesome. But it'd be like, all right, we want to do 3 sessions of camp role play, and we want to talk about the same stuff we've already talked about. And I'm like, please, I beg you. I want you to go fight the basilisk.
Yeah, see, and if there's like a I want you to go fight the basilisk moment, then I think the Astari style dungeon is perfect for a little light role play, but mostly we're dungeon delving. Because you don't really have long hallways for your ADHD players to get distracted in.
Okay, so a blend then is what I'm hearing.
If you want both, sure. I think you maybe it will help to split your dungeons. Like, yeah, I'd say pick the rooms you think players should have their RP moments in, and leave those make those your empty rooms, right?
Trying to think of where you guys role played the most. Definitely with the kobolds.
Yep. And there was, I mean, the kobolds is a perfect example. When we first meet the kobolds, that room, nothing's really going on in that room except the kobolds. Mm-hmm. Like if the kobolds weren't there, it'd just be an empty room with some boxes. Right. I don't know if I'd necessarily have that conversation with, or casual conversation in, say, the crystal room. With all the weird gems. Everyone's going to be too busy looking at gems. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think if you're looking for like props that encourage RP, paintings, statues, items that don't necessarily demand one's interaction with, but can spark a conversation due to their context, right? A historical statue or a painting, right, where the party stops and goes, "Wow, look at that painting. That's the battle from the Age of Woe," probably, I say after rolling a history check. And they go, "How'd you know that?" And I go, "The dice said so."
How'd you get so clever?
Who taught you this?
Okay. I definitely want to do more of the Astari style dungeons.
Yeah.
Because I like the dungeon crawls.
I mean, I do too. I thought the dungeon crawl was great. I thought it was fantastic, especially if you're not looking for big sandbox moments, right? If you don't want to do big sandbox, this is perfect. But I don't know if you can have everything. You greedy little DMU.
I'm starting to realize that might not be the case.
You can't. We can only do one action at a time, my DM, and so you might want. And if you want to balance it, I don't know. Perhaps.
You know what I could do?
What's up?
I could have the transition rooms be the big RP room. So, for example, the Bio Vault has 2 floors. It has the exit, and the exit takes you to a horizontal elevator, which is just one map.
God, you love horizontal elevators.
As do I.
I know that's what I said. I said you love them.
I thought you said you love them, and I was like, oh, kindred spirit.
They're all right. You know, vertical, horizontal. You know, it's an elevator, but God, you love those rails. You love those. Ever since fucking the
I've
vault.
wanted to use it ever since Rots. You are correct.
He just can't help himself. When are we fighting in like just a fucking subway, like a fucking tram system?
I've also considered that.
Like, where do we?
I had a really interesting idea, and it's I don't remember where I got the idea from. I want to say it was probably listening to Sirik talk about some of his roleplay adventures. But there was a game, or there was like this dungeon, like your atypical fantasy dungeon. You're going through, you're traversing like the waterways and the caverns and all that stuff. And you fight like a banshee who's down there, who's like protecting like something, like wherever she died, basically. And you get to the very end and you find what looks to be like a metal slab pressed into the wall.
Okay.
It has like a small like light fixture on top of it. And upon closer inspection, some of the vines and the moss and stuff has overgrown, but there's like another, like what appears to be like a small indent in the stone beside the metal slab. And it has what appears to be like two sort of raised fixtures. And if you press one, you watch the light above the metal slab like change colors. Then you watch the metal slab pull apart. It reveals a chamber beyond. Except the chamber is like a 10 by 10.
Okay.
You step inside, the metal slabs close. You see the similar indents or the similar protrusions that you had saw outside now inside, except there's like a dozen of them. You press the bottommost one. You feel the entire thing jostle and then shake. And it takes you lower.
Mm-hmm.
And you find, as you turn around, because you are now backlit, you realize that the chamber you're in is actually made out of glass. And you look, and you begin to see a city sprawl. Cityscape. Skyscrapers, tall buildings, construction equipment. Close. More modern day. Like, think of like New York.
Why would I think of that?
As you're descending what you realize now to be an elevator, you find yourself in this like eerie, fucked up, like modern day cityscape. Okay. Everything's quiet. You walk into rooms and you realize that there's like weird, like you would expect to walk into somebody's home and see like a living room and the like. But instead, you see what appears to be like half of a grass field pressed against like hardwood planks. And there's like perfect division between them. Like the grass rendered on top of the planks, or they basically replaced whatever ground was there.
Oh.
And you realize going through this place, there's a lot of that. And you find the monsters that inhabit it. It's namely a lot of mimics.
Oh,
great.
You realize that it's either the mimics or something has basically found or read the old history of the world and attempted to recreate it. But fucked up because it's not perfect.
Hey, boss.
So you would get a... Hold on, I squeeze Legion's lips closed. So you would get a semblance or like a snapshot of what the world looked like during the Allfather's time. And now release Legion.
Okay. Oh. That's very cinematic, very interesting, a very cool idea. I'm not sure what that has to do with our conversation about RP encouraging dungeons.
Well, it's still about the dungeon.
Gotcha.
Because that's a style of dungeon that I want to make, and I think it would be the blend. Because you would be on you'd be on a road, basically. You would look around you and see skyscrapers. And you would have to navigate like the city sprawl.
Okay. That's a very specific example, and it sounds like fun. What's the like formula here? Say you, because it sounds like a very good idea. Aside from the fact that I'm going through a dungeon filled with mimics, fuck you.
What? Why do you hate mimics? I don't think you've ever fought a mimic in any of my games.
I haven't. They're so over everyone. I think it's mostly just because I've heard so many mimic jokes. Mimic this, mimic that. I'm just tired of them. Like, get better material.
I haven't even fought them yet. I don't even know what a Pathfinder mimic does.
That's a good question, actually.
Just give the mimic go to the Oobleck.
No, yippee.
What's up, Legion?
Real quick. Are Aethys mimics like regular mimics in D&D? Like Faerunian mimics?
I don't even think Faerunian mimics are like D&D mimics.
Go
I gotta remember, Faerun's fucking weird.
That's fair, because the way you described it did remind me of a game that I saw before. I was like, have you played Prey before?
Oh, I've played
God.
Prey.
Mimic the game.
It is mimic the game.
Let's see. A mimic in Dungeons and Dragons. 2024, 2025, whatever the fuck you're gonna call it. Is a CR2 with 12 hit points. 12 AC, 58 hit points. Got a speed of 20. Got a 17 strength, 12 dex, 15 con, 5 int, 13 wisdom, 8 charisma. It is immune to acid and it is immune to being knocked prone.
Mm.
The Mimic in Pathfinder is a level 4 creature.
Oh.
It's a 20 AC. It's a 75 hit points. It's got a 4 strength, 1 dex, 3 con, 0 int, +1 wisdom, 0 charisma. So it is initially smarter than the 5th edition Mimic.
Understood.
It doesn't have a bite, which is interesting. It just attacks with its pseudopods, which do 2d8 + 4 bludgeoning. And it has a trait called adhesive. Oh.
Oh no.
That's a very big barrier. Okay. The Mimic is coated in an adhesive slime. Any creature that hits the Mimic, is hit by the Mimic, or otherwise touches the Mimic must succeed on a DC 23 reflex save or become grabbed. Escape DC 23. A weapon that hits the Mimic is stuck to the Mimic and can be removed with a successful DC 23 athletics made with a single action. A Mimic can have any number of objects or creatures stuck to it at a time. The Mimic can release a stuck creature or object by using a single action, and the adhesive dissolves 1 minute after the Mimic dies, releasing all out. Oh, okay. So you hit it, and it takes your bastard sword.
Slurp.
You then punch it, and it grabs your fist, and now you're stuck there. It's like fly glue or whatever, like the fly traps.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's way worse.
It's terrible.
It's a DC 23 reflex if you touch
Brr.
it, or a DC 23 athletics to rip your stuff free. So let's roll, because technically you could fight a Mimic right now at level 2. So let's roll reflex save for Eric. That's a 19, so that's a fail. Not a crit fail, but a fail. Let's say you swings her sword, she hits, she gets it stuck. So now, okay, so let's roll her athletics. Got a +8.
True.
That's an 11. That's a crit fail. Damn,
Oh, boy.
1 Mimic. I mean, that is how it should work out. 5 level 2s should be fighting 1 level 4 monster, and it'd be like a moderate to severe encounter, because it's 2 levels higher than you.
I think moderate. I distinctly remembering lore saying that single monsters are deadly.
Well, I mean, let's look at the EXP.
I want you to know that a 2d8 + 4 can one-shot me. I give you thumbs up.
Yeah, but you built the character, so whose fault is it really?
2d8.
Oh yeah, you're so right.
2d8 plus 4. That's 8. That's 8 points of damage.
2d8 plus 4 is 8 points of damage.
Yeah. I just rolled 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, I thought you meant like on average, not like I rolled once and it rolled low. You fucking doofus.
Well, if we're doing averages, the average is 12.
Well, it's fantastic to hear that the mimics haven't timid down since Pathfinder 1.
Yes.
Oh no, I like one of my characters, like Amethyst, about bid it to one of these. Like they're no good.
Hey, mimics are great.
Oh no, mimics are great. Like I said something in chat. I'm like, how about Freerin mimics? Wiggle eyebrow.
What? That's just
I think
that's
that's
just
just
fetish bait.
I just think that
That's the fucking.
They're cuddly.
That's
and
a gag, and B, the writer's thinly failed fetish. Like, come on.
Oh my god.
Italy?
Yeah. But yeah, they could. I do believe if the pseudopods hit you, you're stuck too. It's not just if you touch it; it's if it touches you.
Yep, if it hits you or you hit it, it's a reflex save to not get stuck.
That's rough. Oh, Chihuahua. Anyway, fuck mimics, but also, we can come up with sort of loose examples of how to do a dungeon that lets you have your cake and eat it too, but I'm curious what, like, the formula might be for future dungeons. Like, what's the psychology behind getting players to RP versus getting players to touch and or do a thing?
Hold on.
When you start coughing up a lung, so you throw yourself on mute real quick.
2,
Yeah.
4.
Roller coaster weather has me feeling not happy.
Yeah, I was a little off. Just by one. I don't know. I just want to give you guys more opportunities to roleplay.
That's fair.
That's my big
I'm
thing.
down for that. To roleplay what?
Your characters.
Well,
Isn't that what it's all about?
I mean, yeah, totally.
Why do you sound hesitant then?
I don't. I'm just. I think the easiest thing to do then is to include things that, like Baldur's Gate, include character side objectives.
8, 10,
Just make Baldur's Gate smile. That's how hard can that be?
20, 9, 10. All right.
Aren't you Larian Studios? Where's my Baldur's Gate experience, DM?
I forget who said it. Somebody was like, I made a comment on the podcast, and somebody was like, "Oh, just like BG3," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Correct.
What the fuck is AstroTurf?
AstroTurf.
I was just popping in to say hi, and I miss you all, and I love you all, and I hope chat is doing well, and I hope my friends are doing well.
You're doing well, homie.
I am.
Likewise.
Dude.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Oh.
I quit drinking Mountain Dew. I am 5 days clean.
Nice.
Godspeed.
That's epic.
I've adjusted my medication to get me to a point where I feel confident enough to quit drinking.
Oh.
So now I'm going through the caffeine and sugar withdrawals, but I'm okay.
Oof.
I used to drink a
sugar.
no. Like,
Mm.
like I'm around 220 weight. Like I'm not a skinny mini at all. Um, but I was that. I never ate a lot, but I maintained that weight because of the exorbitant amount of Mountain Dew I drank as a person.
Yeah, soda will bloat you.
Yeah, my husband was convinced that my blood was no longer blood but Mountain Dew.
Nice.
So I am quitting that. So I'm coming off of a massive sugar intake and caffeine intake withdrawal. So I'm doing okay for how bad it could be.
Nice.
That's good. You make it sound a little apocalyptic, but that sounds good.
It's not apocalyptic. It's a big lifestyle change. It is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Hey man,
it's me trying to get healthier.
Sugar's hard to get off of. That drug fucking sticks with you.
It was easier.
It's everywhere.
Quitting nicotine than it was sugar. Than it is sugar.
Absolutely.
Right now.
It's also almost impossible. Like your bread has an ungodly amount of sugar in it.
Oh yeah.
It's everywhere.
My bread's
It's in
insane.
the water.
No,
Yeah.
it's not so much the sugar is the problem. It's the
That's what a sugar ad would say.
It's the
You're in too deep.
the pop.
You're-
It's the pop. I need to stop the pop.
Pop. It's the
I think the pop
carbonation.
alone's probably gonna drop me down to like 170. You know what I mean?
It's possible.
So here's with me. Mountain Dew is a hell of a drug, so I'm going to go and I'm going to try and do something that doesn't exacerbate my want for Mountain Dew like computer.
Nice. Well, I wish you all the best. Then.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Are escalators? Do escalators exist? Probably.
Is this an Aztec dungeon we're making?
No, I am making I was trying to figure out the design for the Baleful Eye.
The Baleful Eye.
Right.
Old One Eye. What's he doing here?
Baleful Eye. Also known as I believe it is the Armageddon Orb.
Oh. Yo, who out here throwing stink eye? That's crazy.
Armageddon Orb. They well, originally it's made from Rovagug. It is the blood of Rovagug that makes this apocalyptic item.
I see.
I need to make a wall design first before I do anything. Whoa, Jin! Thank you very much for 10 gifted subs, bro. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that.
The blood of Melormanir. Whoa.
Flames of disaster.
There is a specific reason it is called the Baleful Eye. The camera.
I poke its eye.
Oh!
Is it Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah.
It's not the Watcher.
You were there when we wrote it, brother.
The Baleful Eye?
Yeah, man.
Sigh.
You were there when we wrote it.
I forgot.
It is basically a nuclear weapon made by Balavar. They kill the elves. Schmells.
Oh, man, yeah, no, I definitely don't remember this.
Yeah, it's the whole crux of the AP.
Oh, that's crazy.
You don't remember any of it?
Wait, is this for the Elf Bro campaign or Kalador?
No, dude, this is for Kalador.
That's wild. I remember us talking about giants a lot, but that was for Elf Bros.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Elf Bros might actually be making a return. They're down to try Pathfinder.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Much to my surprise, I was like, I went to them and I went, "Hey, Gentlemen, it's been a hot minute, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to run 5th edition anymore. And if you'd like, I won't push it on you, but if you want to try Pathfinder, I will do my best to make it the most enjoyable experience that you can have. And whoops, the person I was expecting to say no said, yeah, I'm down to try. And I went, what?
It worked?
I didn't think I'd get this far. So I also need to start working on the Oathbrush stuff too.
That's epic.
Oh, shut up, baby. I know.
I thought Kalador thing was like a fucking some sort of mountain volcano creature was acting
That's
all
part of
flame. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not the main thing though.
Well, you should have told me. I would have fucking.
Well, at this point, I'm fucking when the surprise happens. You're gonna be like,
I would have been
damn.
just as surprised. Yeah, I might still just be just as surprised. 4 months from now, I'll be like, wow, my brain totally erased that for like fact sheets or something.
Patting me on the back. Good job, DM.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, blissful
Obama giving
ignorance.
himself the medal.
I really am like the best person you can confide in, not because
It's great.
I'm good at keeping secrets. I just forget. God only knows how many secrets I've been told, and it's just been erased, like fucking clearing out my browser history.
I mean, hey,
It's a terrible.
I
curse.
appreciate it.
No problem. Any time, really.
Thanks,
it could
man.
happen at any time.
I'm glad that if nothing else, you have more important things in your life, so that way I can confide in you, and it's a surprise every time.
But also say it like that. Jeez, now I feel bad.
Oh, I mean that's okay. It's not meant to come out as like a fucking pity thing. It's meant to be like your life is, you got shit going on in your life, which means I can abuse that fact.
Oh, yeah, man, no problem. Anytime.
Thank you. Kieran, I can't trust. She's like a steel trap.
She'll remember everything.
She remembers shit from like fucking 8 years ago, and will
Memory of an elephant, that one.
tell people my secrets.
That's the thing. I'll remember some stuff. Like, there are some things that I'll remember from like 8 years ago, especially if I read it. But then there'll be things you'll tell me and I'll forget a week later. You know, it's kind of just.
I do remember you saying you're not a
roll of
visual
the dice.
learner. Or you're not,
I'm a visual
not an
learner.
auditory learner.
Correct.
That's what it was.
Correct.
I will abuse that fact.
I know.
Real quick, if it's a bit of a tangent. Oh, I heard that they ended My Dress Up Darling, which is fucking stupid.
Oh.
They basically got together and then ended it, and that's shitty because I'm a big fan of the journey afterwards, not the journey to it.
Unfortunate.
Oh, yay. 1 chapter. Very good. Oh, so exciting. Awesome. I'd have loved, I don't know, more.
Uh,
Kind of the whole thing behind it. Whatever. Awesome. Why are you elated at this this fucking ending? I thought you were a fan. You a poser? You a fake fan? You hate happy endings? You hate romance?
I mean,
Actually, you know what? I'm not surprised. Actually, I
that's
remember
what
that
I was
you
gonna say.
I remember
Yeah.
that you fucking loathe happy endings. So what am I saying?
think about it.
Pain and suffering. That's all Legion wants. I can like both. Yeah, okay.
Which one do you like more? That's the real question. I think we know the answer to that one.
Soup, I love angst when angst has a purpose. If you're just having angst and suffering just to have angst and suffering, no fucking thank you.
Yeah, it does gotta be at least somewhat relatable.
The indomitable human spirit needs something to latch onto.
That's why I love Severance so much, because it's super relatable. I say. The bags in my eyes growing another layer. Really relatable, that show.
What are you talking about, man?
You've seen Severance?
Oh, what is that?
Oh, I don't know how to describe it to you other than Office Work, the show, and not like The Office, like.
Oh, is that the one where it's like you can't leave, or like when you leave, you're a different person?
Correct.
Okay, I've seen snippets of that.
Yeah, it's been good so far. I'm like 3 episodes in, and every time I'm like, wow, this is really. I'm starting to see metaphors and like, so much like symbolism in this, and I hate how much I relate to this guy. Also being stuck in a lower to mid-tier management position. It's really cool.
Smooth hair back. I hate this.
I love watching this guy try to get his coworkers to do work out of fear for like a higher corporate powers, but without the power or experience to do any of that because he was just pushed into the position because the guy above him left. That was really cool. Very relatable.
Ooh, love that. Apologies, chat. I am trying to come up with a wall design, which is why you're seeing me fumble through so many pieces. This is often what the start of my map making process is trying to figure out what the like sort of key elements are going to be in a map.
Remember, guys, take a shot when he tears it all down and starts over again.
I think I've done that for a while.
To be fair, it has been quite a while since you made a map.
Right.
Damn. Damn. Called out.
You said that yourself the other day.
Yeah, I said it. Me.
You were supposed to take pity on me and go, no, DM, you're great. You make the maps all the time. Not be like, yeah, that checks. It was bait.
And you fell for it. You're fired.
Well then, I'll take my leave then.
Leave?
Discord.
You misunderstood.
I hope.
I'm not firing you. I'm promoting you.
Oh.
I'm going to turn you into a symbol that your fellow mods will hate.
Oh shit, super mod.
Oh.
Now go tell Legion to do his job.
You're being promoted to admin.
No! I put my hand on your shoulders. For you, HR.
You will be handling all complaints.
You will become what you hate.
Well, this might be a good wall.
Wall champ.
Oh, I could cook with this. Oh, and there's like weird divots and stuff I can put in it too. Oh.
Have you asked these questions that you have already asked me to the others?
No, you're the first one in here.
Oh, that's fair. I think Necro's at a Ren fair, so I don't think she's coming in here. I don't know.
She's currently at either getting her shit rocked or rocking other people's shit.
Nice. I hope she's hexing someone right now. I
Nice.
feel like that'd make her day.
Well,
Yeah. She's just sitting over a cauldron. A little wart has been like glued onto her nose. She's like, yes.
Cackling away.
I love my life. Oh yeah, I can cook with these. Okay, I just need to change the color. I also need to remove their capstones. Offset. Actually, we might just lower the... Been watching, finally catching up on Invincible.
I haven't, but I don't need to because YouTube has decided to spoil the entire thing for me anyway. So I don't even got to watch the show anymore. I know exactly what happened season 2 and 3. Dude, it's terrible. Like literally, I glance at one fucking short, and then suddenly my entire feed is Invincible and Rex duke it out. The fucking death of your favorite character, a character you literally haven't seen yet. It's final moments, and I'm like, what the fuck? Thanks, YouTube. Season 3, episode 4. Even fucking Amazon does it because they have like an official like Amazon Prime YouTube channel where they actually just post clips of the show, and I'm like, why would you do that? So I know everything that's happened, so I've already been spoiled to hell and back.
I cannot.
Yeah. I kind of stopped watching halfway through season 2 because season 2 was kind of meh. I'm gonna be honest. At least the first half.
That's fair. I kind of felt the same way.
I hear season 3 is better.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Yeah, see, like that, I've been completely spoiled. I've seen the whole, every fucking... I already know what happens with Conquest from start to finish.
I knew
And
because
like,
I read the comic panels.
Oh.
I'm a real freak.
You too spoiled. you wild. You read that shit?
Know what I'm gonna make first. I lied. I said I was gonna make the walls, but I realized I'm gonna make the base for the baleful eye.
The baleful eye.
We're trying Kit Bash.
Whoa. What's the closest holiday for Chaos and Kalador? Asks Skullthrone. I'm pretty sure it's the Fall Festival.
I mean, yeah, they're literally in the Fall's Reaping right now. So they're doing the festival. The sunset. That's the whole thing that they were trying to save. Was the festival.
Yeah. Ooh, it just occurred to me, if we're gonna keep going in Kalador, I suppose I gotta go and talk to Cyrk, flesh out what actually happened with the sister.
That'd be smart.
Nah, I'll probably just not mention it until like a week before the game begins.
Nice.
Not even a week. Let's say like a day before it begins.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Hey, by the way. Now we're talking.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. What else works well?
Oh.
Remove all these. Malvarian Conquest analog? Holy shit.
I'm pretty sure that's just Balivar.
They wanted a Squid Face Conquest.
Oh, you want specifically a Mind Flare? Jesus, I'll write it up. Mind Flare.
Catches Oliver by the face. I was hoping you'd refuse to become a weapon.
What?
To me, I hope you're killed.
I see.
Are there elemental dragons? Unlike their chromatic counterparts, but the prime... Yeah, absolutely. I've talked about them before, actually. Yeah, like creatures that are just straight up an element, or like dragons that are just straight up an element. Absolutely. What can I use to represent an orb?
An orb. Stinky.
Thank you. I kill you.
What about an apple?
Well, it depends on how the apples look.
Apple.
What about an orange?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, what, we can't compare apples and oranges now?
No, bro. It's 2025, okay? You're free to be whatever fruit you want.
I'll be the fruitiest then.
Fruit. I'm fruit maxing, bro.
Sci-fi has. Ooh, actually, right as I said that, I remember it has funny looking orbs.
Oh shit.
No, they got like blitz on them. Ew.
Imagine.
Imagine not being
Jiggly bits.
perfectly spherical.
Bro, cellular, bro.
Totally tubular.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What if I...
The ominous glow.
Okay. I mean... I need to give it a base.
Nuh-uh. Well, it's just like an orb of radiation.
I mean, it technically is.
Nice. And here we hold the circle that kills you.
Oh, look at that.
The orb.
Hey guys, why is that machine over there clicking and the dials moving? What does that mean?
3.5 rockets. Not great, not terrible.
Can anyone read what the font is under that? Anyone know what a Geiger is?
Uranium fever. Wow. You should touch the antimatter. It's really cool.
What do we think?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's an orb of annihilation.
Needs more red. I see.
Yeah, the black kind of does look like a black dot. I think you might need a little...
How about that?
You might need to fuzzy the edges a little bit. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Oh.
I like the
I agree with
magma
Laura.
texture it had. Interesting.
I think you need to delete some of those layers.
All right, how about that?
That's better. Now it looks like a little sun.
An evil son.
You know, Dion, there's this level I mentioned in Path of Exile 2 that has just such a strange, glowing sun-like orb in the center.
I remember.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy? Maybe you should go play that fucking game and use the level design as inspiration, you chuckle fuck.
I mean, I technically already have. The Biovault is a living example of that.
There are other dungeons. And now we fight a group called the Scorched. A bunch of basically ghouls from Fallout.
Mm.
And you have to weave in between the pillars so you don't get touched by the angry red light. That pulse.
Oh, what if it's like part machine, part magic?
Whoa.
So like the thing in my head, like a visual in my head, are these like magnetic clamps on the side, or like pillars that connect. So the way you activate it is you have to push these like magnets together, and then once they latch together, sort of like connect, like so. Once they fully connect. One more time.
So it is antimatter.
Maybe it's something that the Wizard King made.
Why would he do that?
Because he hates elves.
Oh, it's an elf hater.
Correct. So this thing was inert for a long ass time because Balavar was dead, and then Balavar came back, and suddenly all of his little contingencies activated again.
What a silly little guy.
And he hates elves so much he would delight in doing nothing more than exploding lands full of elves.
So why is this in Calador?
Because Calador, where a lot of elves are.
Oh.
Originally, Calador and Katarina, originally, because of how the world is shaped, because it's round, technically was Elven land. It still is Elven land, just very different elves.
I see.
So this is like a lifelong grudge type shit.
It's kind of rude. It's kind of fucked up.
Correct. as long as we're in agreement.
So who's the end boss and why is it Tree Razor?
It's not. As funny as that would be. As much as I love fucking whipping out Tree Razor as a funny haha meme, it's like the same thing as whipping out a Tarrasque.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some other shit to deal with at the end of Chaos.
Yippee!
To turn a regular person/entity into a Dragul, does it require the entity to be continuously doused by dragon blood, or does only getting doused once start to affect? It would have to be multiple times. It's not like one like you. Actually, I think it's also intent. So here's the other thing. There's one where you have to be doused multiple times, and then purely through exposure, you become a Dragul. The other is intent. If you are purposefully drinking dragon blood with like the intent of harnessing power or whatever, the effect is pretty much immediate.
Bolachus.
some like hieroglyph stone around it would also be pretty sick nasty. And technically make shapes. Oh my.
Should have it so the entire dungeon is centered around the eye, and all the doors or all the dungeons and rooms that you go through are illuminated by its aura.
Elaborate.
Okay, so the dungeon should be centered around the orb, and the dungeons and the rooms that you go through should be illuminated by its radiation, like its radiance. So I think I can think of a valid comparison that isn't just that Pathfinder level. I can't think of one. But basically, so like all of the rooms have like windows that look out onto like the main, like a silo kind of, where the center is the orb.
So everything's built around the orb. You always
Correct.
see the orb.
Correct. So the orb is big, and all the dungeons are like illuminated by the orb's radiance, and you basically go in a circle like panopticon like Delio, and you basically go up to levels to like reach the top, where there's probably a mechanism that either shuts it down or causes it to explode or something. I don't know, whatever you have planned for this thing. But as you go up, you basically have the menacing black sphere in the center observing.
Huh. I'm trying to think of how I do that visually in my head with maps. Okay, hold on. What if it was like this?
Okay.
What if the orb is at the bottom of like a tower? Very bottom.
Okay.
The
bottom.
the cylinder like goes all the way up. You start at the top or at the bottom, whichever one. However,
I put my hands on my hips. Oh yeah.
What?
Is this
What?
I should have come up with this. This idea wouldn't have to be vintage, would it? A vintage idea.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, I was thinking of using it like a nuclear bomb, basically.
Oh my god.
Like when when it activates, it gets lifted to the top of a silo to cause as much damage as possible.
I see. Horrifying. Sure. Terrible. I guess vintage would be the comparison I would make, though, is the dungeon we did last time, where there's the like giant, but instead of the ominous pillar that's in the center as you go around, it'd be the orb just floating there.
Intro. I'm trying to think of how the fuck I'd do that. Let's make the side.
I don't know.
Yeah, at that point, Legion, that's just dragon cannibalism.
I mean, how often do dragons cannibalize each other? Like, come on.
Great
Probably
question.
like all of the time.
Guess is as good as mine. You could, in theory, make a bunch of rooms. Like so. Basically interface. Yes. It's bigger on once. Yes, it is, in fact. February 1. Where did I go wrong? Oh. I moved this way. That'd be why. Okay, how about something like this?
Very interesting. How big do we want the orb?
The orb is it's basically it's basically like a medium-sized entity, so like 5 feet by 5 feet.
Oh, okay. This is like something we're supposed to be able, or in theory, able to hold and move around.
Probably not.
Okay.
I think you will die if you touch it.
Orb of armor, that does make sense if we touch it. But like because I would be tempted to make the orb like big. Like real big. Like, see how that sphere is like contain it? I'd make what you have there that big.
That big?
Yeah. Like mini sun sized. Like the world's biggest fireball, just ready to pop off at any moment. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
That right there. Love that.
Right. And that way all the surrounding rooms have this like red haze to them. Just to really unnerve the players. You know. Emphasize just how violent this thing is probably going to be if it goes off. Also, it's just such a like relaxing color, you know, harsh red. It's There's nothing like harsh emergency red in every room you go into to just really calm the nerves.
Boing.
Yeah.
Love that. Whatever that is.
That's good.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever felt more relaxed in my life.
Just sitting in front of it with sunglasses on. Wow. That's crazy.
Ooh. So you can't. You joke. But you could maybe need like eye protection to see it.
I mean, part of what you could do if you wanted to, like a dungeon mechanic, like an overall dungeon mechanic, is have like pillars and obstacles that the party has to like hide behind. Basically, you have to like find shadow. You know, in classic like dungeon. Basically, it like pulses once every 3 turns, and if you're caught in its glow, you take like radiant damage or some shit.
That'd be kind of fucking gnarly.
So you basically have to like hop between different obstacles.
Yeah, the party rolls into the dungeon, and I immediately put everybody in initiative.
Basically.
That's how it works. That's how you do it. That's how we do it in my house.
Straight to the point, you know. How they don't know if they're being attacked, right? If they're just always in taking initiative.
Yeah, it's you just should be afraid. You should be worried. Why did you roll initiative? And you're in a dungeon. You should always be scared and worried.
Good work. I need to work on the.
Also, hey, Crown, what's up? You're not gonna give me my goodnight kiss? What's going on here, dude?
Huh?
Wow, that's crazy. Yikes.
You rebuke me, you push me away, and then suddenly, now you wanna fucking sweet night kiss, huh?
Yeah. What? How exactly did I do that? You tell me. You tell me
You don't
how
even
I
look
did
me in
that.
the eyes during anymore.
Why would I? That just feels like a waste of time.
Oh my god, this motherfucker.
Wow.
What's up, handsome? What you want?
What?
What you want?
This ain't a fucking shakedown, dude. What the hell? Maybe you're here for something.
How's your day been?
I finally got to my office. Took me 8 hours.
Office?
To my office, like to the office in my house. It took me 8 hours to get in here.
Wow.
Why?
Lost the keys, huh?
My body is incredibly sore from gym, so
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yo, we love begroaning about gym soreness because it makes us feel so good.
Shit, bro, what do you want from me? It fucking
Nah, bro.
It sucks so bad. I couldn't.
Yeah, but don't you feel accomplished?
Not anymore. I was really hoping this time, you know. I was really hoping this time I was gonna have like such sore arms that just lifting it up, going and then going, I
can't even feel the weights anymore.
Yeah, I was really hoping I would have been just a little sore. Like, but no, it's
a lot
just
of sore.
Yeah. And then I did legs yesterday, so I'm like,
oh yeah, that'll do it.
So I did arms the day before, and they just got worse. And then I did legs yesterday, and now I'm just waddling around, and I'm over here just like what do I do? What's going on?
Suffer.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's just full suffrage.
It does get better.
I mean, I like to think gym goers say that, just so they can convert people to their fucking click or whatever.
It's a cult, actually. Yeah. You're right.
And then, but then you're just like, no, it just never gets better. You just gotta
be honest.
Yeah, it'll never get better. Oh, but guys, seriously.
It'll be
gets better.
pain and suffering every day.
It gets better.
You will loathe it.
Okay.
When does it get better? Like
What-
you won't be feeling it anymore, is what I'm saying.
Here's the thing: lifting weights will always suck. That part won't get better. The soreness, however, your body will adapt to the soreness.
You just get used to it over time.
Yeah. Smile.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Liar.
All right.
You're sick of
So,
me.
so what?
Prove me
What? What? You just want me to like? You're just trying to fucking tell me that if I keep at it, what is my
Yeah.
reward at the end? What is my reward
Looking
at the end?
incredibly sexier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? I get a couple more years on this world? Nah, I'm good. Those are the shitting my pants years, anyways. Why would I want to live through
This
that?
man
You'll
gets
shit
it.
your
This
pants
man
less.
gets it.
Why would I want to live?
What if I told you you'd shit your pants less if you worked out now?
Ooh, okay. Now wait a second. You might be onto something.
What if I
now.
told you that the reason you're 30 and your bones all pop and you make all those complaints about being 30 was because you didn't work out in your 20s?
I've never made that complaint.
That's me.
I look. Yeah. I
And I worked out in my 20s. So what now, asshole?
Yeah. Interesting.
Just your early 20s doesn't count.
What do you mean?
You can't take a 6-year break and then expect it to be fine.
Why not?
So you're just supposed to persist with this. You're just supposed to keep going. You just keep. You just
The
never-
human experience is built on suffering,
Yeah,
physical torment.
I look around.
That's
You're
when you
telling me
peak.
You're telling me the gym visit wasn't a permanent buff? That's a temporary buff?
That's right.
Look,
It's
I'm
actually,
waiting.
you have to maintain it.
I'm waiting for science to cure going to the gym. You know what I mean?
True.
That's
Give me
what,
a tablet.
That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I'm waiting for science to be like, yeah, just take this. It's like going to the gym.
Nah, fuck
You're right.
that. I'm on the he says over here selling the health pill. Nah. I'm on that Great Plague Father pill. Just degrade, decay, become nothing. Just sit there, become fat, porcine, degrade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
This guy gets it.
I'm on that
Don't listen to the dinosaur. He will lead you astray.
No. When have I ever?
I'm just saying, he
ever,
doesn't make
ever
it past the prehistoric
anyone-
era, right?
What, okay, now hold on. So first off, shut up. You're lying.
He is an
Misinformation.
evolutionary dead end.
You're spreading misinformation. Okay. First off, we're cool. We're awesome.
Sure, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. So how many movies about dinosaurs are there, and how many movies about whatever you are there?
What the
Exactly. Exactly.
What was that?
Exactly.
Human being?
What is this hill? I don't even get where we're at right now.
Exactly. Inferior species.
What are we
Dinosaurs reign supreme once again.
What?
Chat. Where are all my dinos in chat at?
There's
That's it.
literally 50 documentaries about World War II alone. What are you talking about?
World War II.
I'm tired of this guy. I'm pumping him into my car.
Oh my god.
Actually,
What?
dinosaurs didn't become oil. That part didn't even. It's mostly just plants.
Oh my god.
That's how oil's made. See, once again, small brain doesn't even understand how fossil fuels work.
Jesus.
God.
Motherfucking go
This
back
dinosaur.
to Reddit, dude.
God.
They love
See,
you.
look at that. Look at those dinosaurs in chat right now. God, loyal,
Strong. You loyal.
strong. Look at them. Like unlike you other lesser mammalia, you know, dinosaurs don't have like small shoulders. They got calluses on their fingers. You know,
Got soft
No,
hands, brother.
they got,
Soft
y'all got
hands.
you're mammals with your soft hands.
Brent visibly confused, shaken.
Yeah, can't handle.
Oh, sorry. I was actually getting some work done.
Cringe.
Yeah, that's
I actually was able to
mammals
do
would
it.
do that. Mammals would do that. They get work done. Yeah, they would do
Can't
that. They have to
bask in
work.
the glow of all that
Yeah.
you've done. You have to persist.
Yeah.
Not me. One and done.
No, it's just so easy. It's just
Yeesh.
that easy. Also, hi. How's it going, everyone?
What's up, gamer?
What's that? What's going on?
I need to put this duration filter.
That's great.
Or no.
Redder.
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 True.
I want it to look like you're in a submarine and the emergency lights just flared.
Well, that'll be in Foundry. That'll be be in post, basically.
I want you to look at your hands and all you see is red.
Make it red, more red.
I'm basically gonna I'm gonna basically just create light sources in each room that are
red,
fucking blood red.
I see a red door. I'm happy.
Red.
The mind of a mono red player.
Red.
Oh, blood moon.
Red.
I saw a combo in Magic the Gathering, and I haven't played it in a while. What's the thing where they like if a creature gets sacrificed or killed, they persist, but they get a little. Is it called persist?
That is persist.
Yeah.
They come back with like a -1/-1.
Yeah. So it was like this goblin that like when you kill it, it persists. It gets -1/-1. But then there's this other goblin that lets you sacrifice a goblin and it gets you red energy. So you do that, and then it persists, and the goblin gets -1/-1. However, then there was an enchantment about a school where they cut a creature that gets put into play. It's +1/+1 and haste.
That's a billion of those.
Yeah. So when you so the theory is when you sacrifice the goblin, and it's not a tap ability, it's just sacrifice goblin. Sacrifice goblin for fire, it gets persist -1/-1, but then it comes into play with a +1/+1, essentially negating each other out. So then you just sacrifice as many fires as you need, or as many goblins as you need for the red, and then there's like a red ability that does like 5 damage to a target if you spend a certain amount of red. So you just, but again, it's also not tap. So all you do is just tap as much as you can and then just kill. And that's why I think Magic the Gathering is stupid. And dumb.
See, that was going to be the litmus test. I was going to ask you.
I don't want to.
Do you think that's really cool, or do you think that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard?
I think that's fucking stupid because
you shouldn't play Magic.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I learned. So when I enjoyed playing Magic in like high school when it was just at the lunchroom and just having a good time with your buds, and then you go to like
the game.
Yeah,
good at the game.
Yeah, and then you get to it. No, I mean you're just not try hard at the game. And then you get to like a card shop tournament, and they're like, I use Haunting Echoes. Delete your hand. And you're like, what? You're like, yeah, just put it, you just remove your hand. And also any copies of it in your deck. Just remove that too. And then draw 5 new cards. By the way, I've got 4 of these. Yeah, it's a really expensive card. I don't.
That sounds like my mill deck. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Ew, ew. I hate you. Ew.
I'm just saying, like, when one card just does that, you're just like, yeah, man, don't even worry. And it is. I will never forget that card, Haunting Echoes. Exile all cards from target's player's graveyard other than basic land cards. For each card exiled this way, search that player's library for all cards the same name and exile them as well. And then the player shuffles their library. And this person was like, I don't know how many. I think you have 4, right? You can have 4 in your deck.
How much mana is that?
It's 3 colorless, 2 black. But, obviously they did something stupid where they were able to get that on like turn 2 or whatever. So yeah.
Well, see, that's
yeah. Go ahead and defend it. Yeah, tell me more.
I'm not going to defend it. I think standard is completely broken with how fast the game is at this point.
Yeah.
That's why we all play Commander now.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty great.
It's just
because it's slower. Also, it's more casual, so people usually can't do that.
Here's the thing, though. You were right for hating Magic. I hate Magic. I say with all of my decks sitting next to me, I hate Magic. I hate going against Sizzle. Sizzle annoys me, man.
It's just all it is just.
I don't know why.
How did you buy the most expensive deck? Well, fucking la-di-da, you win. Did you not win? Uh-oh. Guess that was a waste of fucking money, wasn't it?
That's why you proxy everything.
That's why you build joke decks.
I used to be against proxying, but the cards have gotten so expensive at this point that.
Can you proxy? Is that a thing
Absolutely.
you can do?
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like not in an official.
Well, define
tournament,
allowed,
you can't do
yeah.
it, but,
Yeah,
like,
Pinkertons
like,
is knocking
if
on the
gonna stop
door.
me?
if you're playing with your friend, you absolutely can proxy because
Oh,
guarantee
yeah.
you no one cares.
But at like tournaments, you obviously have to have the card.
Here's the problem: if you're at a tournament, you're not there to have fun.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's 100% true. You
But
are
most,
correct.
I don't think, as long as you aren't screaming, guys, look at my proxy. I think most card shops are not going to care.
Look at my Well, I mean,
Yeah.
can't you like pull a card and be like, oh, by the way, this is a proxy. It's and then you just say with the card.
I mean, yeah, like I think it's usually like at least the card shop places I've been to, as long as like you're not entering like one of their competitions that's got like some sort of prize, they don't care.
Oh, okay.
Because like my deck, my dinosaur deck, dude, technically it's like mostly a proxy deck, and like the actual value of it's like $400 something. I'm not paying for that because I don't have $400 something for Magic.
Yeah.
I don't respect Magic enough for that.
Fucking, I had a buddy that owned a card shop, but he also was losing a lot of money on this card shop. So he finally got to a point where he's just like, whatever, I'm gonna go bankrupt. And it's gonna happen eventually. It was a point of no return. So anytime a credit card company would come up to me like, "Good news, you're pre-approved," and they're like, "All right, just get the fucking credit card." Like, not gonna pay for it. Not gonna do it. Just all right. You're gonna give me the money. I'm gonna say I don't have it, later on, and then go bankrupt, and then make it so that people can't fucking collect on me. And then apparently, like during Magic competitions, they would just be like, "Well, okay, you, my brother, go. Here's a bunch of boxes to open up. Go build a crazy deck and participate in the competitions." And I'm like, "That I don't think you could do. I don't think you could do that, man."
Watch me.
Yeah, I was like, I think they were taking the bankrupt thing so literal. It was like everything resets. Everything. I hit bankrupt. Reset.
Yeah, man.
That's not how. Yeah, sure, that's how it works.
Reset reputation, reset everything.
Me who
New
has
Game Plus.
no knowledge of it, I go, that's exactly how bankruptcy works. What do you mean? I tell the bank I have no money, and they go, understood, and then they wipe away all of my debt.
Oh, you know what? Better luck next time, dude. Here, we'll give you a do-over.
Yeah, and they shake my hand, and they say, pleasure doing business with you, and then they walk away, and they take nothing from me.
Kind of.
And I go, awesome, thank you.
Kind of. They take everything to liquidate, you know.
I look over as they're walking out with my computer, and I go, what are you doing? You said I was
liquidate.
bankrupt.
Oh no, this is liquid assets, and then you're just like, no, that's not a liquid, that's a
not,
solid.
No, I don't use liquid cooling. It's actually, I don't believe in that. Can you please put my PC down?
It's got
Put
10
my
fans.
PC down, please. So that's my desk and my bed. Those are my clothes.
Essentially, if you are bankrupt, I think it like stays on your credit report for like 10 years. So if you ever try to like get anything, they see that, they're like, "Oh yeah, we can't give you shit." Credit scores are funny because if you pay off your debt, they don't like that either.
Correct.
Yeah. They don't like you
paying
not.
all of your debt off. You're not responsible. It's like, what the fuck do you mean I'm not responsible?
They're like, how do
I
we
just
know?
paid you my fucking money.
They're like, how do we know you'll handle debt if you don't have debt?
I don't want debt. Thank you. Take my money now.
I don't have debt.
Close
but
my
I'm
credit cards.
I'm afraid of like, you know, when I go get a house and they're gonna look at me and they're gonna be like, well, you don't have any debt. I'm like, yeah, that's why I want the house debt now, please.
Yeah, I paid it all.
When I get enough money to eventually pay off my credit cards, I do not give a singular shit. They are getting all of that fucking money at once, and a big fat middle finger.
Yeah, absolutely. Paying off your credit card is the best feeling in the world.
They go, but you can't pay it off all at once. What about your APR and all this other shit? And I'm like, how about you?
Your credit score.
How about you fucking jerk this like you've been jerking me for the last 10 years?
Not in a fun way either.
Only fun for me.
It's been not fun whatsoever.
Me edging my credit score.
Oh, you're almost there. You're almost at 800. Whoa. Oh, you paid it a little too soon. Sorry. Back down.
Bludgeoning the fucking the teller in the head with their phone.
I should check my credit report. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, you paid your credit card too
careful.
soon? That's the last thing they say, and that's the last thing anybody's ever gonna know about them.
They're gonna you check your credit. They're like, gotcha. Hey, you're checking
Gotcha.
your credit.
It was a trap.
Yeah, 10 points down for checking your credit.
Sorry. Oh God.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're about to figure out how impact frames work in real life.
Have you ever heard of a command grab? I say, looking at the teller.
Yeah, I fucking...
No, don't do it. And I go, should have thought of that before you told me not to pay off my credit card.
What was it? I was like, do I have was it Equifax? There's one where you could do it like once a year. They'll be like, yep, here you go. Enjoy.
Fuck 'em. Predatory ass fucking coming to me while I was in the Navy. Being like, hey man, credit card. You don't know how this works. And I go, I have no idea how a credit card works. You just give me money? And they go, yep.
Yeah,
Go,
man.
awesome. How much? And they go, $12,000. And I go, wow, that's a lot of money. That's like more money than I even know like how that works in real life.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. As long as you're just paying the minimum that we ask you to, you're cool, man. Don't worry about it.
I go, oh, that's amazing. And then I look right now. I go, if I could go back in time and kill the motherfucker who gave me a credit card, I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd spend the rest of my life in jail.
Yeah. That's
debt free.
Yeah, man.
I say behind bars.
Robert Johnson. I look at the camera.
Let's see. Get your free credit score. Okay.
FREE, that spells free.
But like, is it free?
Creditreport.com, baby.
It's not.
Is it actually free?
Nothing
though?
in this bitch of a world is free.
Oh man, come on, dude.
My God, Crowder,
Whoa, is
you
it here?
started your villain arc all of a sudden?
Is that the man who sold the world?
You sold money.
Oh no, not me.
Keep hearing that
We
song.
never lost control.
What?
What's up, Grandpa? Well, you can't keep up with memes now?
You don't know memes anymore. You never heard of the hit.
Come on,
the
sing
hit
after me.
Kojima
Snake
game,
Eater.
No, I'm not talking about that.
What a thrill.
I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is the fact that I apparently have like an 820 credit score. Shit. Awesome.
Oh, well, aren't you fucking special?
Fuck this guy. Fucking piece of shit.
That's cool. I have no debt.
Wow.
This motherfucker.
I hope you get investigated by the IRS.
It says the oldest the oldest account I have is 20 years. I don't know what that.
What does that have to do?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't checked my account.
I hope every time you try to swipe your card, it denies you just because you didn't leave it in long enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not because you don't have
first
money,
time.
but because the card reader's a piece of shit.
Yeah, like every time. It fucks the first time.
It's like, hold on now. Wait, insert the chip? All right. Well, see, here the problem is,
Yeah.
you didn't leave it in there long enough, and you have to leave it in there for like an uncomfortable amount of time too. Just like
You hear the person
Yeah,
behind
I
you
hope-
cough uncomfortably because they're waiting.
Every time you fucking try to tap your fucking card, it denies you, and then you get a look from the cashier like, look at this old guy.
oh my God.
You're like, no, I have money. And they're like, all right, old man,
No,
can
I
you
swear,
keep the
I
line
swear.
moving, please?
Look at this dude.
And then it goes through the
it's just-
second time. And then they have like a little bit of shame because they very obviously judged you before you had any opportunity. but they still hold some lingering thought in the back of their mind. What I'm saying is, fuck you, Brett. That's what I'm saying.
This is telling me my social security number was exposed several times last year.
Oh my god!
And I'm
leaked by Sony.
Hey, listen, man.
Everyone.
Bad news. Everybody's been exposed.
Correct.
So it's not a unique thing.
Me looking at the children of the maternity ward, your social security has already been stolen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it literally is that. It's like, they're like, my bank's like, ooh, just so you know, your social security number was exposed on this date and this date on these websites. And I'm just like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? And they're like, I mean, don't worry about it.
It's already out there.
You got nothing to worry about, King. I'm just letting you know.
The government already handed my social to fucking Tesla, so like.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's just, what do you want me to do? What the fuck do you want me to do about that?
I just wanted to elicit some fear. That's all.
Yeah.
Go about your life now.
You know that pain you felt for a second in your heart, or like, oh shit, my identity. Yeah, we just wanted to make sure you still feel that.
I mean, here's the worst part. I did it. I saw that. I just went, all right, anymore. What else is new? I mean, nothing's fucking secure nowadays.
Should I be worried that I no longer fear panic?
You know that brief amount of panic you feel when the command prompt randomly pops up on your computer every night? Yeah.
When I'm running my emulator and I look at it for half a second, we make eye contact.
Look. At the end, oh yeah, I've got 13. I have all of this shit. And yeah, okay. Yeah, for me, it's just more like, God, I hope, I was almost halfway expecting to click this thing and be like, you got all this shit that's open, you didn't realize that someone's been stealing. Your credit's ruined. And I'm just like, all right. I mean, I guess I'll pay cash for everything.
It is what it is.
I mean, what else can you fucking do at that point? I'm like, it's literally like being pulled into like a brand new like TTRPG system, and then the GM goes to you and like, oh man, you got tetanus, and you're just like. And he just looks at you like with sorrowful eyes, and you're like, all right, I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm just playing by the rules of your game, so what do I do now?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that's just.
What do I do?
That's it. That's what credit scores and stolen social security is to me. It's just like, all right, I mean, this is your game that you set up, so like, what do you want me to do?
What's the play here, man? Like,
tell me what the fake numbers mean, please.
Yeah, you made this game. You made up the rules. So you tell me what we should do from here on out. Also, I'm 40 now. Like, yeah, my credit score is gonna be good. I made smart decisions in my 30s. I don't know what to tell you guys.
This fucking guy.
This fucking responsible ass
piece of shit.
This guy over here making smart decisions with their credit.
Look, all I'm saying is Crown. Like,
saying a whole lot is what you're saying.
I'm gonna say more. Crown, fucking Dumpster Delvers is doing pretty good. It's doing better every week. If we could actually
next Dumpster Delver goal, pay off my credit cards.
All I'm saying is, if we keep on the right track and we actually make some income. Doing this,
money, Dutch.
You better fucking pay off your credit
cards.
I'm
going to Tahiti.
You're gonna better pay
ain't gonna find me there.
Fucking pay off your credit cards.
That is easier said than done.
I mean, no, I get that. I'm just saying in general, like we can make it happen.
Arthur, I've got a plan, Arthur. You just need a little faith.
You need a little faith.
We need a little money, Arthur. We can pay off those credit cards. Easy peasy. Start a new life.
Crown, are you in 6-digit debt?
Oh my god.
I'm in 5-digit debt.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone's been 5-digit debt before. You'll be okay.
I haven't.
Yeah, everyone.
I'm in 3-digit debt.
That's.
All right. Jesus Christ.
I simply won't.
300. I owe. Look, $500.
Look, literally though, it is just that. Literally, I got a credit card. This was like 2 years ago, by the way. I got a credit card. So originally, the idea was like, Man, I should really start building credit and stuff because my friend already got his second credit card because he told me that's what you got to do to build credit. I'm like, that sounds stupid, but fine. I got a credit card. My first thought was like, man, what am I going to do with this $500 that I have? And that's when I heard about the Kickstarter for the Monster Hunter board game Iceborne expansion that's got $500 tier. And I was like, what if I did that? I didn't do that. Instead, I bought a PlayStation 5.
Oh, what the fuck?
The Navy hands me a credit card, and I go, what is this? And they go, it's money. And I go, oh. So it's more money on top of the money you're already paying me? And they nod their head. And I go, okay. How does it work? And they go, read the pamphlet. And I go, oh, okay.
It's not, Chief, it's not my responsibility.
And I read the pamphlet and I go, none of this makes sense to me. And they like, just pay off whatever they tell you to pay off. And I go, okay, man. And I wander off and I look at the Xbox One that just came out and I go, yeah. And I look at my wallet and I go, well, I did just buy groceries, so I don't have enough, but I do have a credit card. And I wander up and I go, I'm going to use this to pay for the credit card and all this stuff. And I shushunk and I swipe it and it goes through. Literally no questions asked. And I go, oh my God.
Oh no.
It's that easy.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
First
I
of
just
all,
get this for free and then I wander off.
First of all, what's really heartbreaking about that is you could go to a Best Buy and be like, I want to buy this PS5. And they go, okay, that'll be $600. You go, I don't have money. And they go, that's okay. We will open a line of credit for you. You'll have, depending on how much it is, for that price, it's usually like 3 years. You'll have 3 years to pay it off. We will tell you the payment plan, and it will be interest-free so long as you pay it off before this period, which is usually like 3 years. You set that shit to automatic payments, you don't worry about it ever again, you're building credit, and you also bought a thing without having interest to be attached to you. Man, you played... They played that credit card company, the U.S. government.
You just made them so much money.
Played you. Yeah, that sucks.
Correct.
They handed it to us while we were in RTC as well. So they hand it to you while you don't have your parents around you.
Oh my God.
Nice.
They handed
Dude,
they were like
if they
go on.
gave a shit about like people's well-being, then fucking credit cards, you should require a license to be able to handle credit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you could get a credit as early as 18, right?
Yeah.
Credit card, or
because that's when people make sensible decisions.
18 is when I got my credit card.
Yeah, that sounds.
But again, they came to all of us in the middle of it. They basically gathered us for like a normal meeting.
Of the night.
And then they went, all right, we're going to set up your accounts, your bank accounts, so that way you can get paid by the U.S. Military. And also, we're also going to set up credit cards for you. Like that way you can get your, you have a line of credit and everything started. And I went, oh, okay. And you can definitely tell who the people who were taught well versus the people who did not. The people who are like, oh, no thanks. No credit card for me. Versus the people who are like, it's just free money? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me one fucking bit. Oh, I wish I could have been there to help you.
I love making billions off the poor and desperate. Yes.
Yeah. Anytime someone's like, this is my advice to people, like, get a credit card. Definitely get a credit card. Because unfortunately, you do need credit to do anything in this stupid country. But when you get a credit card, more than likely what they're going to do, first of all, it was a 12 grand line of credit that they handed off to you.
Yeah, they handed me $12,000.
That is insane.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. That is
most starting is like $500.
Yeah. Usually when your starting line, your starter credit card is usually going to be somewhere in the ballpark of $500, and they want $100 of your dollars to hold on to for a year in case you fuck that up. They go, okay, we'll give you this credit card, but first, hand me $100. We're going to hold on to this for a year, and if you manage to not fuck this up for a year, we will give you the $100 back. That is usually how credit works. You don't have an
That does not
RTC
sound
guy
what happened at all.
looking around and going, all right, your parents got, okay, we're about to do something really fucking cool. $12,000.
That's what I was saying, dude. When they were like,
It's
all right,
insane.
here's
That
your
is
credit
insane.
card. And I went, okay, what do I do? And they go, you have money now. I went,
No,
oh,
you don't.
and I looked and I saw like, cause I was like, oh, an Xbox. How much is an Xbox? It was
gross.
like $600. And I looked at the credit card and I saw $12,000 of available credit, and I went, holy! That's more money than I've ever seen in my entire life. Bro.
That is not your fault. First of all, that is definitely not your fault. That shit. Yeah, credit cards are fucking predatory as hell because also another thing they'll do. If you're doing like, especially if you're at the limit, right? But you're just making the minimum payments.
Oh,
shit.
They'll just be like, good news, you've been approved for a credit line extension. We've already put it in place. And you're like, no, fuck you. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna keep doing the same thing, but now, you're just gonna be like, well, I mean, I got a little more credit line. I could probably go ahead and do baby. And you're just like, fuck.
Interest rates will kill you.
And they are absolutely the worst. They're absolutely the worst.
Yeah, I know.
I think my credit card still has 500 caps because I haven't bothered to increase it, and I don't really touch credit. I don't touch credit. I don't.
Yeah,
credit's one of those things. Unless you have a specific reason for it, you shouldn't touch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to buy a car, that's like
specific things. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
car
then,
and house. If you want to own property one day.
You do need it to own a house.
You do need a line of credit.
Both of those things are becoming less and less.
No, correct. You're correct.
Achievable.
So
like, don't touch it.
I'll say you said own a house. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're,
what are you, boomer or something? Like, come on.
What are you, full of hope or something? Get out of here.
I owned a house once upon a time, and then sold the house and made.
Good for you.
Profit. And I'd like to do that again some point in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I think that'd be terrific. I would love that. I would love to own property again. But yeah, I'm noticing that it is becoming a luxury. So I'm just gonna. So my goal is to be rich so that I can own a house.
Look at this motherfucker over here with hopes and dreams and shit.
Yeah, man.
How dare you?
You gotta have them hopes and dreams. Otherwise,
yeah, hopes and dreams. You want to own my hope and dreams? I could buy groceries next week.
Yeah. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? What's the point?
Why am I suffering?
What is the point? But yeah, if you get that credit card, just make sure whatever you put on it, you pay immediately. That I
just don't get a credit card. My honest to God.
Fuck
them. You'll never get a house anyway.
No, don't say that.
Fuck
don't say that.
Fuck them. You'll never get a house anyway. You're more likely to see the fall of the government before you get a house.
I think there is wisdom in saying fuck them, to be honest, because I think a lot of people credit, much like as Crown has figured out, does something to your monkey brain. All right, it's like, I'm not spending money, I'm just giving them a magical card. Most people, unless
taught correctly, which fucking sucks.
Most people aren't.
I know.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Which is why they need a license. They should give licenses out to deal with. You want credit? You need a license, like driving.
How else will the credit card company make
Man,
money if you're not ignorant? So if you're not ignorant to it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nah, what you do is save up for the thing you want, get a credit card, buy a thing with the credit card, immediately pay it off before the interest hits. Yeah. You get the credit card, and the bank doesn't get anything out of it.
Literally,
I look to the crowd. I look to the chat. Hey, get a credit card right now and go pre-order the Switch 2.
Do not.
Not do that.
I have a business. I call it my business credit card, and it literally is just frequent flyer miles. And I make all of my business purchases on that card, and I make sure to pay off that card in full. Every month, and the credit card company fucking hates me for that because they'll be like, But what if you? I'm like, no. Give me my free miles. Give me my, apparently boost to my credit score. Thank you very much.
They hate you.
Yeah. Oh, they fucking low. There was one time where like something happened with a payment and didn't go through. So the very next day they were like, interest charge. Boom, gotcha. Finally got interest on this fucker. And I called. I was like, hey guys, just I paid for it the next day. Give me that. They're like, we got to move this up the chain. I'm like, move it up the chain. And then I stepped on it. They're like, okay, we removed the interest. I'm like, don't sass me. Don't fucking sass me with this shit. I know what I'm doing. God damn it. I'm getting my free tickets. I'm getting my free airline tickets, dude.
Credit is good if you own a business, because that is, if you are owning a business, if you plan on going into entrepreneurship, definitely use credit.
Amazon Prime card is fucking insane. It is the best credit card. You literally get, if you buy things on Amazon, which is usually all the time, you get 5% back as points, but you can then convert those points. They'll be like, yeah, you get Amazon credit. I'm like, okay. I see there's a cash option here that you seem to have hidden pretty well in depth. Like, yeah. I'm like, how much cash do I get? And you're like, and I'm like, oh, so it's the same amount as the credit I would get if I were to reuse this on Amazon. Now, I'll just take the cash. Thank you very much, though. I will take your money. Appreciate it.
Give it to me now.
Yeah, give me the cash. Give me the money.
Yeah, totally fine.
The money, Mr. Squidward.
Money, Mr. Squidward, give me the money. I mean, that's fucking it, dude. It's just that easy. Just get money, guys. Let's just make money.
Just get money. Yeah, it's simple.
And you know what? I have the best way to do it. I hand you a credit card. You got money now.
Just make money. It's the easiest thing in the world. Just
spare yourself. Do not get a credit card.
Make money.
Do not fall for the big banks.
Don't get a card, especially. You should get credit. You can take out a loan, because that's different for big stuff. Like, you need a car. Some people need cars. Some people
I disagree.
Dream about houses.
I think you do need a credit card, especially if you are planning to get a loan in the future. That a line of credit will definitely help with that, but you have to do so responsibly. Like, don't carry a balance over. Like, that's especially whatever you spend on the credit card. Make sure that it is something that you will pay off at the end of the month.
Even easier. If it isn't, just don't get one. You won't have to worry about it. Boom.
The metaphor.
Easy peasy.
But then you have no credit score, and then you can't
also
get loans.
My made up fucking number that I need to survive.
Yes.
Or how about this? I just save my money that I would have spent on my stupid fucking credit card and actually be able to do things instead of suffering through a fucking credit card every fucking month.
The problem with that, though, is when you do try to like get a car or get a house, which is an absurd amount of money that you need a loan for anyways.
I will sooner see the fall of the government than I will see getting a house.
That's true. That is true.
The government will collapse and fall to my fucking feet before I ever see somebody offering me a fucking house.
I mean,
I will see the heat death of the universe.
That's not true. That's not true, because people will still be like, that's okay, man. We'll give you the loan so you can get the house. which is what happened in the early 2000s. Everyone was getting no one was getting approved. It just it sucked. It's a fucking jungle out there.
I have heard credit cards compared to chainsaws. It is a useful tool.
Yes.
But it's also very easy to cut your own arm off, and therefore I don't recommend using the chainsaw unless you have, one, a big enough reason to use the chainsaw, and two, the personality and discipline that is required to use the chainsaw. Because yes, credit can be very useful for loans, but most people, we as evolved monkeys, have very short-term instinct. Gratification now, and that can be hard for some people to resist. And some of us just aren't organized or are busy with like kids and shit.
Oh, I agree.
To make those monthly payments, and that can be rough. You forget that once, and you're getting your interest jacked, and your credit plummets anyway.
Yeah.
So for most people, I would not recommend a credit unless you have a need for a loan or something in mind, or you're setting up your own business like Brett.
Even that, I don't open lines of credit for my business. Like I don't take loans. Oh man, business. I am getting bombarded with loan offers everywhere I use. And
That guy's got money.
Well, I mean, it's like Shopify will be like, "Hey, you got sales? You should open a line of credit." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna take that loan." Or fucking PayPal is trying to get me to do like PayPal loans, and I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit." Asshole, fuck you. Come on.
I got an idea.
Predatory. They
let's
want
go back
you to
to
suffer.
Yep.
Let's go back to a simpler system. Let's trade and barter goods instead of currency. Let's get rid of fiat currency and credit.
Well, once the society breaks down,
I'm
we'll
definitely
get
getting
back.
crypto.
We'll get back to we'll trade with bottle caps. Absolutely, 100%.
No, not even bottle caps. Not even because bottle caps is just fiat currency again. No, I mean like, all right, Brett, what do you have to offer me? And I will offer you something in exchange with my skills and talents I acquired working at Home Depot. I could build you a house.
Ancient Arc, thank you very much for the gifted sub and for the prime sub. I appreciate you, brother. I'm glad you're enjoying Dumpster Delvers. That motherfucker heard me say pay off my credit card debt, and he was on it. What a king.
Hey, we could get that. I'm just saying, we could get that credit card debt paid off.
Don't worry, man. Once I win my local lottery and then get millions and millions of dollars, I'll show up. No. I'm gonna show up one day with a comically large bank sack full of money. I'm gonna throw it at you in your room. I'll be like, all right, you work for me now. Start making maps.
I'll throw you a waffle party and be like, you're my bestest friend. I'm glad we could share this moment together, and then I won't share a dime.
Nice.
Nah,
Honestly, so real for that.
Thanks.
I'm gonna move them into my basement with the other artists. I'm like, all right, artists, start making maps and stuff.
You won't see a penny, but I will tell you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and then offer you encouragement. And I'll say, you got this. I'll give you a thumbs up. And then like occasionally I'll Discord you like cheesy motivational like posters.
Oh my god.
This sounds too real, man. This sounds too real.
I was like, what has changed?
What happened, Sybil?
Yeah, isn't this already what you're doing?
I'm just being honest.
What are you talking about? Is this what you're already doing?
I don't have $millions of dollars, and I'm not that condescending.
He's a crypto guy. What do you mean?
That's
of course he does.
I'm a crypto guy. I'm broke, but one day.
I do. That's what I'm saying. Once I do, I'll be like, all right, look, we're getting rid of your old cane. We're getting you a cool golden one, dude. But like, I don't know.
Hey, man, we can help you pay off your credit card debt, or I could pimp out your cane. How you feeling?
Dude, no, I think you missed the part where I said I throw a publicly large sack of money at him. You can do what you want with that. Pay off your credit card.
As long
buy
as you're
yourself...
making maps for me.
Yeah, you're going to be moving into my basement with Yoshi and Party, and you're all going to be making art for me. And every month, I'm going to throw another large sack of money down there. I'm like, all right, artist. Do your thing.
It's gonna be like Squid Games where it just piles into a giant piggy bank at the ceiling.
No, I'm just gonna throw it down
large Party and Yoshi shaped bulge in my stomach, and I go,
What?
I don't know where that.
I have to kill the other artists to get the money. What do you mean? That's what you.
Why'd you go to war?
Dude, there was enough money in there for all.
What do you mean? That's why you threw it down here. I had to kill them.
Wow.
I had to. Isn't that what you wanted?
No, this isn't Squid Game. You haven't played this game before.
What?
You haven't. No.
What do you mean I didn't have to kill them?
Get him out.
Look, I don't care if you kill them, but did you have to go to war like immediately off the rip? Like,
yeah,
my whole day's
it's
ruined
like the
now.
funny. It's like the funny.
Looney Tunes.
What?
It's like the Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes?
Yeah, man.
I'm your publisher. I put my glasses down. I put the book down and go, yes, Mr. DM, good to see you. So interesting tale. It was really bold choice that on page 15 we immediately went into vor.
Oh, you thought that was an interesting choice?
That's crazy.
Me walking out of the publishing room with the publisher.
It's like a
Wow.
Spencer-Page book. Yeah, the rest of it's blank. What
So you're telling me the Allfather actually just straight up ate like
Yeah, man. What's the Greek god that like was it like Kronos or whatever that
Kronos
eats all
who
of the
ate
gods?
He ate
his-
his sons.
Yeah, but I don't think he went, now look at this Bawal woo.
What?
Sizzle, what are you talking about,
I
man?
don't think he said, look at this comically sized children
Yeah, he
lump
did.
in my belly.
That was written in the
No.
books.
I don't think he did.
He did. Yeah. No, you don't
Why'd you have to
remember?
mention the bulge?
Remember? He's like, hey,
No.
look at this. These are my 13 children. Look
Sizzle
at the
hasn't seen the
commonly
fucking
large
meme.
Greek godchildren. I mean,
I hate this.
I think you're projecting, Sizzle.
You're right. Obviously, of course.
I'm always right.
Never
Yeah.
another dub.
Galen Dawson last
Another
night.
dub for the dinosaur.
Yeah, dinosaurs. We number one.
Oh, they're the Greek band, yeah.
Sigh.
I wanna get dumpster delvers.
Shut up, credit card man.
So big.
Oh my, so big.
Pay off your debt. What the fuck, dude?
Out
Why are you
here
swinging
promoting
at me?
credit cards.
Why are you
Ruined your
swinging
life,
at me
he
right
said.
You
You
often
might-
hurt the ones we love.
If you
Here I
dream
am.
enough, you can fucking afford. You can afford.
Okay, maybe Sizzle was right. Maybe
I told you.
I
laughed at me.
I was joking about it before, but now I'm feeling a
No.
little. Yeah, I feel a little weird now.
You can
Hey, man.
afford a VR headset to purchase your fake reality home that you wanted with the fucking credit card that you buy.
nice.
The
Why
only
are-
house you'll be able to buy in the next
Demolition
20
Man?
fucking
Let's
years.
go.
Why are you
Dude.
swinging at me right now? I don't understand.
This is
Angry.
younger me swinging at somebody who I would have hoped and prayed had been there for me to tell me
He's
not to
crashing
get a
out. It's
credit
fine.
card.
I'm telling you right now. Just maybe we
Telling
can
me
just
now,
like,
what is? I'm not going to open another fucking credit card now.
Yeah,
Do it.
Don't, man. I mean, you're very irresponsible with the.
I'm killing you.
twist his head off like a bottle cap.
Dumpster Dumbers is over. It's just me now.
How are you killing me?
I'm
With
killing
what line
you.
of credit?
I'm
what
bludgeoning
bounty
you to
hunter is
death.
going to take any line of credit from you right
I'm not.
now? What do you?
It's me. I'm the killer. I can't afford a killer. I have to do it.
Dude,
Yeah,
They're
Wow.
gonna catch me immediately. That's
Bro, I just have to get like a set of stairs in front of me, and I'll be fine.
I could probably bring one good old boy with me. I could probably persuade Rozzy to come along with me, and then you know.
kill
No.
that man. Kill
Oh,
that man.
Brett, you don't understand. You should see me in Vintage Story. When he tells me to kill someone or something, I'll just do it. No questions asked.
Yeah,
That's all I
that's
need.
just
I just
my
need
draft.
one. I just need one. I just need one. Somebody to carry me up the stairs, and you're fucking done.
You took it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you took his life. You took his life in Minecraft. That means
Oh,
you
we're
will
bringing
take
it
his
back,
life in
dude.
real life. Absolutely.
Well, you're
dude,
not carrying
absolutely.
shit if you don't go to work out every day. We're back. We looped.
We've circled back to working
Kill that
out.
guy.
looped
Kill
up.
that guy.
Now, I will say
We
you do
looped
have a
it.
chance to kill me now, Crown, because I probably move as fast as you now. with
Excellent.
How
I've weakened it.
One slip up.
how
Probably.
One
exhausted.
You roll your ankle once, you're dead.
Same to you.
You
bud.
jump down
We're
to
gonna-
like a 2-foot fall. I
Dude.
got you, bro. I'm landing
Dude,
on top
you're-
of you.
You're gonna fall. I'm gonna
gonna
fall.
watch-
We're gonna start crawling away.
Like
We're
two
"Get
Jenga
over here,
towers
get over
fighting it
here."
out.
Dragging your body. I'm doing the same.
Come here.
Oh, if I had one more day of recovery. Come on now.
Okay.
That's why he's got one of the lads, man. That's why he's got one of the lads.
Yeah, you'll never see me alone.
Yeah.
Two
We
wizards in
understand.
unarmed
I'll-
combat.
I'll fucking throw some like bird seed at you, and your fucking bird will attack you.
Birds.
I summon thee.
Go forth,
more-
attack pigeon, and you scream as your bird assails you.
Eating you alive.
That's wild.
Wild?
It's just like a
Like Monster Hunter?
That's right.
I do think Monster Hunter should open up a line of credits for whenever you need
Oh
to
my
like
fucking
upgrade.
God.
your
Bro,
armor.
Oh, when
bro,
I need
imagine.
that, when I
Gemma
need that
charges.
gem.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Oh, hey,
you can
Gemma.
totally buy this this mantelpiece that you need.
You're just sitting there, just being like, "Why is it so real? What the fuck?"
I watch my zennies in the fucking negatives.
Jeez,
Every
Oh,
hunt, my
dude.
hunt's getting docked.
Sorry. Sorry, Hunter. You didn't pay off your secret loan. Unfortunately, we're possessing it. Ooh.
I think Monster Hunter would be way more believable and real if you started the game in debt, and that's the whole reason you're hunting.
Yo, that's what I'm
That's
saying, man.
Literally Animal Crossing. That is literally
It's
how
literally
Animal
Animal-
Crossing
Oh,
begins.
yeah,
I don't remember.
Well, am I fighting fucking Anka? Is that what I'm?
No, fucking
I mean,
Animal
you can mount it,
Crossing.
I guess.
Tom Nook goes, "Hey, here's a house, good for you," and you're like, "Woohoo!" And then you're like, "All right,
No,
now you
no.
owe me 50,000 bells." And you're like,
Hold
"What?"
on.
And then Gormagala
hold on.
shows up and wrecks it.
Now hold on. Now hold on, Brett. That's an unrealistic depiction because there's no interest on that house. Okay.
That's true. That is true.
Well, that's why it's a game.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why-
it's real life. It's real life. Monster Hunter's real, man.
You're right. You're so right.
That little Tanuki is like fucking predatory. Got a predatory load on you. That
He's
is
like,
the
hey.
first.
He's like, hey.
He's rubbing his hands together.
He's like, hey, I got you that loan for that house. Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you do a little landscaping for free to attract more people to the island?
Come on, man.
You're the mayor
I know
now.
how you can make some money. You can make 25 cents from collecting all the shells on the beach
I'm
and
just
selling them
saying,
back to me.
why Monster Hunter Suicide Squad? You're an ex-poacher and you're a prisoner, and you have to fight monsters for the guild to make reprimands for your heinous sins.
You look, I slap you in the face.
Dark Tide
it's called-
Monster Hunter.
I slap you in the face. That's called being a
Why'd you
guild
slap me?
knight. It's called being a guild knight. They wouldn't let poachers do that.
What?
I pull out my monster.
Oh my
manual
god, he's
because I
gonna
know
hit
the
me
law.
with
Yeah,
the lore,
I'm gonna be that
TM.
guy. Actually,
Oh my god.
guild
no,
knights
my
are for.
fucking god.
Sizzle,
You're right,
you
my
clearly
bad.
don't know the lore.
Mute him.
Get
Mute
outta
him
here.
now. Mute him.
Mute him.
Fucking.
Yeah, but what if you got
mute him.
caught by a fucking guild knight, okay? And they're like, we're gonna...
They'd
He's
kill
like,
you.
What?
They kill you.
I don't believe that.
They would kill you. That's what they do.
I don't believe you.
They
They
do
kill
kill.
you.
If you're a poacher, they straight up
Yeah,
slaughter
kill you.
your ass.
Here's
they
the
treat
thing,
you
if
like a
you-
monster.
Here's the
That's
thing.
crazy.
If you have a guild
But
knight
they
after
capture
you,
monsters!
if you have a guild knight after you, yeah, because they're doing it for like ecological reasons. You're doing it because you're a poacher.
Yeah, but you also told me that there's like literal fucking nations that are like ruled by like corrupt hunters.
I never said there was nations ruled by corrupt hunters.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. You making that shit up right now, live on TV for everyone to see. You making that up.
TV.
What if I
never
did?
said that.
Right? It's a good idea. Why haven't
would
they
be
taken
kinda-
over? They're literally giga-roided superhumans.
Because they're a part of a guild, and like hunters
Oof.
are really okay. Hunters are rare,
Okay, I'm gonna go piss. Keep talking.
And
and all right, you already have a tough time fighting like a wild animal. You want to go against a country's army? Yeah, is that what you want?
yeah, kind of. I mean,
You're not guy. You're not Dante.
I feel like
in a video game. I mean, yeah, probably.
100 peasants with halberds is probably not nearly as ferocious as Gormagala.
Sizzle, is this because you keep getting your ass whooped by Gormagala?
No, he's just the first guy.
You
I
keep
can
bringing
think
him
of.
up for you. I feel like this is.
He is
because of
pretty
that, isn't it?
ferocious. I mean,
He is.
he is
I mean,
pretty
let's
bad.
be
Yes.
real. The
All right,
monster
let's say
hunter names
Jindahan.
are fucking ridiculous. So
They
you
kinda
know,
are.
They're
If
scary.
you
They're
can
cool,
get
though.
at least one named, you'll be fine.
Kind of cool though.
Kind of.
I'm just saying,
so
if
anyway,
I can swing myself to kill a Rathlos, I could probably dispatch like 100 dudes with sticks.
Probably
pretty
like
easily.
Gormagala. You know.
Give me a gun,
I
Lance, and I
think
can probably blow them
Gormagala-
up.
I think Gormagala should open a line of credit. That's what I think.
True, he does on your ass,
Yeah. Oh my.
and he
Sizzle,
pays every month.
Don't
I-
promise me a good time. Oh.
Sizzle. Okay, now this is definitely about the Gormagala. Dude, do you want to go hunt the Gormagala? This is about. Do you still need that gem? You sure?
I don't think I do. I think I'm good. I do need to
Hey,
hunt
man.
him again.
The Gormagala's not real. You just need to yell at him
Oh
again
my
anyway.
God, that's not real.
It's not real, man. It can't hurt
Look,
you.
man,
The frenzy
He's
virus
tough,
will
okay?
get
He's
you.
tough. He's the first guy who's like, oh wow, this guy actually fucks me. Like, wow.
Man, you should play some of the old games then, man, dude. You'll have a bad time.
Probably not. I'm sure I would. That's why I haven't played them.
But they're great though.
You just told me that I'd have a terrible time, so I don't believe
No,
you.
you'd have a terrible time because you don't
Liar!
understand yet.
Liar.
Don't understand.
It's true. It's true. I'm
We're just doing the workout thing where it gets better, bro. I promise.
I mean, hey man.
Now you're giving me the same argument I was giving you guys.
You're clearly not Hunter.
I guess not. I am a tourist. I fully admit.
You are a tourist, yeah. You don't know the struggle I had to go through.
I don't give a shit.
You don't know the struggle I had to go through when I was like a wee lad playing Monster Hunter on the Wii. You don't know the struggle.
Lad.
I don't.
Wee lad.
And I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, you're a tourist. I see the pamphlet in your hand. You're a tourist. I see those glasses. You're not from around here.
Yeah, man. Totally. Being tourism rocks, dude. Being a native usually sucks. Really, man?
What?
Really?
I just coughed.
You hate silence, don't you? You just fucking can't stand it for like 3 fucking seconds, can you?
I can't. It makes me uncomfortable.
Look at him squirm right now.
Look at him squirm.
Look at him
Sweating. Stop the silence, please. The silence is too loud. So, Sizzle, you want to play Monster Hunter?
I guess.
You get.
That's my favorite response.
I'm feeling pretty touristy right now.
When I ask a friend if they want to play a game with me, and they say "I guess," that makes me feel really fucking
Sizzle,
good about myself.
I'm gonna need more of a commitment than that.
You won't get it. I'm a tourist, remember?
Yeah, you are. I know. That's why I need.
I'm here for like a week and then I'm gone.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need you to stay a little bit longer. So I'm just trying to help you, man. All right, help me help you.
Help me do
That
what?
is fucking. No, man. It's not about me. It's about you, and I'm just trying to help you right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to
really
help
thoughtful,
you,
man. That's really thoughtful. You know
I care about you. All right.
Oh man, let me replace the battery in my fucking Xbox controller, and then we.
Yeah, gamer.
I love the Xbox controller.
It's pretty cool.
Speaking as
I
a
like
PlayStation head.
PlayStation head. Okay. Real talk. The only thing I don't like about like the PlayStation 5 controller or the PlayStation 4 controller is like, you know how like the triggers kind of have like that ledge, like that little pinched part at the end of the. I don't like that. I prefer the Xbox one. It just feels nice and smooth.
I don't like that.
Also, like, I'll say it, like, I think like PlayStation controllers like are the worst when it comes to like, ooh, get this color or this color. Like Xbox and like the Switch do way better like controller customization. I think they're cooler. Lobby.
All right, battery switched. Once again,
Nice.
it is functional.
Nice. The squad lobby. Says, why aren't you in there right now?
He's doing this for you, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know.
I know it.
I need you to really give it your all.
Of course. I will definitely do that and not throw.
Dude, if you threw, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be for the fucking vine, bro.
Do it for the vine, bro. If you're not gonna do it for me, do it for the vine.
Do it for her.
Do it for her. It's just the vine. Vine.com logo. Do it for the gram, dude.
What weapon do you guys use in Monster Hunter? I use Insect Glaive.
My main is Great Sword, but right now I've been really doing it up with the dual blades because funny Attack on Titan move.
I always go for the neck.
Go for the neck. I should pick up Gun Lance again. Oh, I forgot the login bonus.
The logger bonus.
What can I say, man? Bye, Zebus.
F.
I can't believe Zebus left us without saying a word.
Almost like he's AFK or something.
Whoa. AFK Arena?
Meat and hunt.
Meat and Hunt Kingdom, Steve. Sizzle, what's your favorite monster in Monster Hunter Wilds?
Like coolest one, or like the one I like to murder?
I mean, whichever one you like the most, buddy.
Ugh. I don't know. Definitely not Arkveld.
You don't like Arkveld? Why don't you like Arkveld?
They play him up so much.
You don't like Arkveld?
Not really.
Have you fought Tempered Arkveld?
No. Wait, yes, I have.
we
He
have. We
fucking
fought him
obliterated
twice.
me.
Yeah, we fought him twice, and we fought him.
Jindahad.
Jindahad. Lich King Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, Jindahad
Yeah.
definitely has the most drip.
It's pretty good. It's drippy.
I realized I kind of...
But
I haven't made maps in a while.
Mm-hmm.
As Stevus pointed out so harshly.
Correct.
Wait, what?
dipped.
Wait, what? What did Cephas say?
No, I'm just rusty, and I kind of hit like... I still have a lot of like self-doubt about my my talents.
I grab you. If you start sounding like Legion, I'm gonna fucking beat you.
I said
You're
what
epic.
I said my piece.
I'll crush your skull if you start becoming just a little guy.
I've said
Definitely
my
not a little
piece.
guy.
I've
Hey,
said my
look who's
piece,
here.
and I'll fucking say it again.
You gotta say it.
Your
It's just-
maps are good.
Just the way that it works, brother. I don't know. I can
you're-
fucking explain it.
Yeah, I know. I get you. I'm just saying your maps are good. Your maps have continuously become better over time, and the only way they're not gonna continue to get better is if you don't make maps. So keep at it. Keep pushing. Work the rust out. But your maps have always been improving. They were always good to begin with, but they've just continuously improved over time. So you just gotta keep at it, and also not, just do you. Focus on you. There will always be, like, I don't know. Like I also look at like shit other people do and go, damn, I fucking suck. But I just kind of keep going anyways, been like, okay, maybe I'll get away with it. Maybe I'll be good at this. Maybe people won't notice my shittiness. So you just gotta keep at it. But also, you're good. As you are right now.
No. My man, you have a talent for making maps that, like, when I see, like, we get onto a map, and from what I've seen, like, in the games I've played, like, you know how to, like, what is just from a top-down perspective, bring an area to life. Like, I haven't seen any other, like, person who does Foundry, like, tabletop maps. Like, there was so much detail and, like, just amounts of just passion and soul put into it that I rarely ever see in other, like, map makers. Like, you're that guy. I'll say it. You're him. You're that fucking guy. In my eyes, you're that guy.
Listen, TLDR, like, people can continuously sing your praises, but eventually you got to recognize what where your skill's at, because the only one that's stopping you right now is you.
You're your biggest hater, man.
You are your biggest hater, dude.
You're your biggest hater, and you gotta tell your biggest hater to shut the fuck up. Yeah, tell him to
get to work.
Yeah, you tell your biggest hater. Tell your biggest hater. No, and then you're that guy.
That's all I got to say about that.
Ditto.
Yeah, me too.
What they said. +1.
+1.
Upvoted.
Upvoted. Gold given.
Sizzle like to that post.
Wholesome 100 award gifted. Sizzle, are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Awesome.
Awesome
Put a quest
sauce.
Put a. Oh my god, party.
Also, fire Zebus.
Oh my god,
What
fire
the fuck?
Zebus. Hold on now.
What?
Nice.
Dude, what did the rat do?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
not my
oof.
talents. Get out of here. Scram.
Amazing.
You can do anything as long as you get rid of that fucking rat.
Can't believe this.
Fire
This is
Legion.
Wild.
Fire that. Wow. I can't believe it.
I'm still listening,
this-
by the way.
I'm not saying this assuming you weren't hearing me.
I'm saying, I hope you do.
Yeah.
You gonna let this hater talk to you like that?
You know, I think we need to DC him from the VC again.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
The first was a mistake. The second, a promise.
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate the fan art. I didn't realize. Wait. Hold on.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I see. Yes. Happy National Bear Day.
You have to check the flag.
Correct. Well, I know what that flag means, but I had to make sure that I had to double check.
That's a double check.
I had to go, which bears are we celebrating right now?
Why not both?
Whoa.
Why not both?
I mean, don't you apply to both?
Yeah, it's just a very different response.
Thank you. Or thank you with a fucking fist. All right. I've started the quest. Enjoy.
What quest?
What quest? You're going to
Which
love
quest?
it.
What do we find? Is it
You started a
Gormagala?
line.
Two
credit.
tempered Arkfelds.
There was one where it's like
boy!
the Popolo and Arkveld, which just sounds like a fantastic combination.
Oh, dude, Gormagala! I love this.
I love this guy.
I love fighting this guy. I know how to dodge all his attacks. Sizzle. Ah! But like Gormagala, their gear kind of drippy, man.
Correct.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna kill this guy with a sword I made from his kindred.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. I'm doing it on purpose.
I want him to suffer.
I want them to look. What we're doing to the Gormagala is a mercy. Okay.
Nice.
Unironically, my man's body is literally riddled with like virus. His eyeballs are gone. He got like weird cordyceps feelers for his eyes. We're doing this guy a mercy.
He's a freak and I hate him. But is that like because he's like diseased, or does he just come as like a no-eyed freak?
No, like it's because he's diseased.
Isn't it the frenzy virus or whatever that did that to him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like walking frenzy virus because like nature, I guess, got him with the frenzy virus and like
Got him.
Nature
Dabs
saying,
on him.
like-
you will suffer.
yeah. This creature is literally it's dying a very, very incredibly slow, painful death.
Okay, so Gormagala doesn't normally look like this.
No, it does not.
Oh.
The other form is called
Idiot.
Shigeru Magala, and it's way scarier and stronger.
I see. Well, maybe I should have thought of that before getting diseased.
Nice.
Yeah. Nature was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this guy a disease. That's a Shigeru Magala. That's all. What now?
Imagine making the frenzy virus in Adis. I would love to introduce the dragons, like the flying wyverns and stuff. I'm just not sure how you do that without it wildly reshaping the ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean, you could just go the route where like, oh well, I mean, you could say that about a lot of like very strong legendary creatures in D&D, that they wildly affect their ecosystem, or they don't, because there's lots of time where it's like, yes, here's a big fuck off gelatinous cube. Now that would definitely affect its ecosystem, but like it just doesn't.
Hmm.
And like, I guess most monster in Monster Hunter are just animals. Elder dragons, that's different. They're forces of nature. So it's a bit of a different story, but it's just also a matter of like, you could do that and just add it to the world, or just don't, or fit it in somewhere that's already established.
Hmm.
Like, in my setting, when inevitably I'm like, I want to stuff, I'm just gonna throw the Gormagala into the Shadowfell. It's a dragon that got caught up in the Shadowfell, and it became that.
Nice.
Trying to show you all my dice that I'm getting made.
Unless you've made new ones, yes.
All right, sassy frass. I did, but don't worry about it. So sorry to be fucking bothering you right now.
What's up? Credit card man? What's the matter?
What? Okay. First of all, I'm not the credit card man. I don't have credit card debt. Second of all, I'm not credit card man.
This man just loves credit cards.
I have a rat coin that I trick my chat into investing so I can pump and dump.
Rat coin.
My God.
Yeah,
now you're a real influencer.
Yeah, $ RACC in caps.
That's right. $ trash.
That's how you really get him. Just tell him straight up.
Yeah, I am. Guys,
This
I'm gonna
is
put
a
this
scheme.
coin up. It's a fucking
This is a
scam.
pump and dump.
And they'll be like, "That's hilarious," and then they'll buy it anyways.
For the bit.
And then they go, "Wait a minute, where'd all my money go?" And I'm like,
I took it all.
I
It's
told
gone.
I told you what I was gonna do with it.
Why did you listen to me?
The fuck?
It's a rug pull.
I'm showing you anyways. I don't fucking care. Look at those dice.
God.
I don't care what you think.
That's so tsundere of you.
I know, right, dude?
Ah.
Mm-hmm. We finally have someone who can make mock-ups of dice. I'm so happy.
Is that for Keld?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's like gonna be the hellebore dice. It's gonna have a flower
A
inside.
piece of shit.
Motherfucker.
A fucking waste of space. Breathing my air.
Oh my god, what? And then this is gonna be the resin dice. Look, I'm gonna get in the dice making game. I'm very excited for it.
Who are those for?
Oh, that's also kelp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one's the $20 set, the other's like the $40 set.
Hmm.
And the $20 set, it'll be if you bid like if you put in $1, be like you then get those dice for a dollar. But you have to do it during like the pre Kickstarter campaign. Essentially, you're going, I'll put $1 in because I'm definitely gonna pledge once this Kickstarter starts. And then if you do pledge something, you then get those dice for $1. Otherwise, it's a $20 set of dice.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna see how that goes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on it?
What do you mean? What are my
Is it
thoughts
going
on
to
it?
do well, do you think?
I don't fucking know. I have never once in a Kickstarter went, yeah, this will do well. I am like,
Ever?
no, never. I'm just waiting for here's what's going against me. It's an adventure module. I don't know how well those sell. But it is an actual IO adventure module. So that might be something positive. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait. We'll honestly have to wait and see. I think we have a chance of doing well if we do it right. If we can make, I don't know, even if we make a little less than the other books, I think it'll be fine. So TLDR, I don't fucking know. But when depending on how well that does, then I'll know how well the Shadows Breach module will do. And that's I'm sure you're looking forward to that, having a shadow, like a book about Shadows Breach.
I don't know. I want to ride with a Frostmaiden.
I can't. Well, that's not my IP. I can't really do anything with that. So
I hear there's a cool lizard guy in that one.
Tough titties on that. But then I also have to figure out what dice sets to do for Shadows Breach. I think Astral Liquid dice will be good.
How do you make my dice glow in the dark?
I make it glow in the dark.
That's what I want. I want my dice to glow.
Okay. Well, it can't
specifically the 20 and the 1. That's it. That's the only things I want to glow in the dark.
I can't just make.
I need to have like a neon yellow that like fill the whole room with the glow.
Man,
I need you to put live uranium.
I can't make.
I need you to line it with lead.
It would have to be a Shadows Breach dice set, not a Marius dice set.
Dude, you can totally do a Mario Steam dice set.
Grab your hands.
Totally do it.
Yep.
So, Sizzle, we're absolutely bullying this creature right now, dude.
Yeah.
Told you we'd get better at it, Sizzle. I told you.
So yeah, I'm thinking Liquid Core. I don't know what the other dice set. It probably will just be another resin dice set with the same.
It's Epid.
I'll make it glow in the dark. Glow in the dark resin dice. That could work. That could be fun. Everyone's got night vision, right? Everyone's got dark vision in that group, I think.
I think they do now.
Yeah.
I think because Lobos, that Gareth and Vanya went through their fucked up transformations, they got dark vision out of it.
Yeah. I think we could probably make like a dark vision set that would just be with the glow in the dark numbers. That could work.
Glow in the dark.
I do like the idea of metal dice as well, though.
Oh, that's what I'm telling you. Line it with lead.
Yo, dude. I love absolutely annihilating my tabletop on that.
Yes. It has such a unique flavor.
I want to make a dice set called Desk Destroyers, and it's literally the densest, the densest metal.
Fucking Crowd, you remember that dice set Momo got for me?
Yeah.
The one that thought the spot, dude. So when I got back home and I went to my friend's house, I'm like, yeah, I got these cool new dice. Like, you should like. She was like, my friend's like, oh, we should test roll. I'm like, yeah, sure. I test rolled them, bruh, dude. That fucking shredded the wood tabletop, dude.
What did you expect was gonna happen?
It was funny. Those things are like caltrops too. Oh my god.
Funny.
It's funny, haha.
Momo agrees.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I love them.
Giggling right now.
I love them.
She's having a giggle.
I can't wait for Rye with the Frostmaiden this Wednesday.
Verb. Right, I'm losing my mind waiting.
Lizard man.
Good. I want people to treat this game like a fucking bad cocaine habit.
God.
Can't wait for
You
my
lost
next
me.
hit. What do you mean I lost
You
you?
lost me.
No, it makes sense. It
Lost
makes
me.
complete sense. Where you're just like, oh my god, I need it now. Can I just have it now? And they're like, no, man, you gotta wait. You're like, I'm tweaking over here.
I hate
I
it.
think me waiting for DOA reboot. Please, man, I just need a hit right now. Please.
Yeah, I'm only looking forward to like reboots of old games. I'm not really interested in anything new coming out. I think they said Elder Scrolls 6 was going to be another 4 years out or something like that.
Didn't they say that?
That's
like,
so fucking funny.
did they say that 4 years ago?
I don't fucking know. I mean, you just keep pushing. Well, what really disappointed people was the fact that they were like, "Oh yeah, we're still working on it. It's now going to be in the same engine as Starfield." Everyone's like, "Boo!" It's like I don't think it's going to be Starfield. I'm just saying it's going to be using the same engine, but also like,
I mean,
it
like,
wasn't a good engine to begin with.
So, like, when it comes to Starfield, like, I don't even know, like, I know people did not care about the game, but like, was it particularly like a badly made game in the sense
boring.
of like?
It's just fucking.
Yeah, like,
they tried to on paper. They were like, "There's 10,000 planets that you could explore." You're like, "Yeah, you pre-gened everything, and it's dumb and stupid and hopping around a moon for like an hour, and it's boring, and there's nothing to look at, and I'm bored. This is boring."
Where have I heard that one before? I look at
Look at what? You cut off.
No Man's Sky.
I look at No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but No Man's Sky is good now.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is good.
Yeah, it only took them a decade.
They did,
and
they stuck to it.
And you know what? There's something fucking admirable about a game that came out almost 10 years ago, and then them going, it comes out to such poor reception, and they went, we gotta fix it. And then they actually did, and now people are like, holy shit, this is a good game. And they're like, thanks. Yeah. We're still releasing free updates, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad it did that. Yeah. But I'll be honest, when that game came out, and for years, the game's biggest hater, I'm like, okay, cool. So like your game, what it's supposed to be. Nice. You did your job late. But I am glad that it is in the state it is now. I'm glad that it's doing great. I'm glad Sean Murphy can keep putting out free updates. That makes me happy.
The reason why I'm going kudos is because so many other companies will release a terrible product and then go, damn, well, better luck next time. At least we got all that money. And then they just immediately move on to the next project.
Over at Anthem.
It's true. Oh, brother, dude. Dude, let me tell you something. Once I found out that Anthem had a habit of like bricking consoles with how badly it was made, I stopped touching that game, dude.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, I'm not touching this game anymore.
Yeah, didn't Starfield just get like an expansion as well? And you're like, but why?
Yeah, but who cares? It's Starfield.
It's just, it was not good. And they're like, yeah, you could like, they're like, you could leave the planet. I'm like, no, you can't. You're going to put me on a loading screen. I can't fly around anywhere. Starfield would have won me if they had the same seamless transitions as Star Citizen. Then I would have been like, "We're back, baby. Let's."
That's a
let's fucking
wait. That's
do
a game.
this."
That's actually a game. That's a thing you can play.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
unironically, like is there
Yeah.
actually like you can actually?
Yes, you could play it. It's
Oh my
complicated
God.
as fuck. You have to like. It is a game.
There is
you
an
have
actual
to
game now.
Yeah, it's a game you have to learn to play. But yeah, it's the space navigation and taking off from planets and all that feels really fucking good. It's super fucking impressive.
I'm just surprised because like I always heard people talk about that game,
I mean, don't
but
give me.
I never
don't-
seen that game.
I mean, there needs to be at least something to play with as long as they've taken, with as much money as they've accrued. But yes, you can play. It's really fucking insane. Like it is quite literally like I fly to a space station, I request to land. They go, okay, your dock is over here, and then you gotta land that thing over at that dock. But it's like there's a lot of like little details. You have to learn the game before you play the game. It's not very intuitive. But that also kind of adds to its charm a little bit when you're like, it's like while you're flying, like you could also like get up and walk around the ship, and it's really fucking cool. And you can jump, do like light speed jumps, and it takes, what would have taken hours now takes minutes. And then, yeah, it's just, you can land anywhere on the planet. It doesn't have to be at a spaceport. Yeah, it's neat. I like what they got going for it. It's very system intensive. But yeah, if they did something like that in Starfield, I would have been on board. But playing because it's all loading screens. They're like, you got to take off from the plane. I'm like, no, you don't. You go take off, and then you go into a loading screen, and then you go into space, and then you choose where you want to like jump. You can still fly around space, but it doesn't take you anywhere. You have to jump to go where you need to go. And all the planets look poorly generated and barren and empty and boring. And yeah, it's just, it's fucking stupid. Fucking dumb.
Yeah, I didn't expect much from that game.
Neither did I, but really sets the bar low with what they're gonna do with Elder Scrolls 6. So, but I don't know. We'll see. Like, I like Fallout. I like the Fallout games. I like Fallout 4.
Oh yeah, I know. That you're not allowed to like Fallout.
I know. I know you're not.
Okay. Like, so I like Fallout 4. I think it's a good game. I don't think it's the best Fallout, because the best Fallout's New Vegas. But like,
True.
It's fine. It's playable.
Yeah,
So you can play it and enjoy yourself. Yeah.
Fallout 4 is fun when I don't got a motherfucker in my ear telling me how much of like a bad game it is, and like it's not an RPG. And like, shut up. I enjoy this. I will refute any argument I think is dumb, and I will just if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. I like it. There's parts of it I think is fun. There's parts of it that I think suck. But Fallout 4 is fun. I like it. I think the gunplay is pretty nice.
Calm down, son. Nobody's fighting you. Nobody's fighting you. Calm down.
Okay.
I'm looking around. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Did anyone swing in here?
Dude, I'll tell. So I fucking got into like a discussion. Will be a generous way to put it. Or like, I think like Fallout lacking in RPG elements. I still like find myself I'm able to role play and do what I want with Fallout. He's like, it's not a role playing game. I'm like, yeah, it is. You can fulfill role. It's not a good role playing game, but it is a role playing game. You can still do all this stuff. It's like, it's not a role playing game because you don't get to make meaningful choices. I'm like, you make choices and some are meaningful, but like your idea of a role playing game is like so skewed. It's like, all right, that means Final Fantasy 14 isn't a role playing game.
I once
even
again
though it is.
Look at everyone going,
is this your Gormagala
right now, man?
Because I was explaining, that's why.
Is this your Gormagala, man?
What? No.
Critics on the
actually
internet.
don't. Unlike you, I don't struggle with the Gala. I struggle with being a gamer.
I see.
I can't help it. I'm passionate
This is
about
your 9/11.
No. Nah, dude, that was when the Incredible Hulk green chocolate milk syrup went out. That was my 9/11.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
No, you know what my 9/11 was?
What was it?
9/11.
Yeah, guess what? That was mine too. But then I was like,
11 was when my chalky syrup was no longer
Yeah,
being
dude.
sold.
yeah, dude, it was gone, bro. I was like, dude, I love the color
Jeez.
green. I go,
Jesus
green syrup.
Christ.
Like, there's no more. Go buy some more. She's like, no, there's no more at the store. I'm like, oh, I hate this. My life's in shambles.
That's the same
Life's
level
bad.
as
Yeah.
like my 9/11 is when Tang no longer existed.
Yeah, correct.
When ecto coolers were gone, that's my 9/11. You're like, what the
Ecto
fuck?
cooler.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
When Chick-fil-A got rid of
that-
their
you know, I feel like,
coffee,
you know what-
cookies and cream milkshake, my 9/11.
No, you know what's about to be my 9/11 again when they get
I think he
He
just
always
got
gets so
9/11.
excited.
He literally just got
Honestly, I always get so excited, and then his mic betrays him at every moment.
I'm
It's
sorry.
so fucked
I
up.
can't help it.
Oh my god.
Okay,
this guy's
what can
getting
I say?
9/11 right now. This fucking
What can I
sucks, man.
say?
All right, I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
go. It's gonna take me 20 minutes to walk to the living room. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
My house is just so
Okay,
big after all that
bye.
credit I
Oh,
used.
my large house.
No, it's my fucking legs. I'm exhausted. Like
You
Crown
should
can
replace
outrun
them
me now.
with your credit card.
Yeah, Crown can outrun me right now.
I'm coming for you. Better lock your
Oh,
door.
shit. All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Where
A
are we?
raccoon. A coon.
Where am I?
So about TTRPGs.
When are you gonna
we
run
don't talk
Mothership
about those
again?
here.
What about?
Run more mothers.
I don't know. They're pretty neat.
I need inspiration.
Like what?
The inspiration.
I don't know. I need something that inspires me. I realize that's why I'm spinning my wheels is because I don't have something that's inspired me lately.
Something to steal.
Correct.
What if I smile? What if you got on Monster Hunter with that? Maybe that'll give us inspiration. Look at the cool landscapes and environment. All these cool places you can go and hunt monsters. Yeah, that'll give me inspiration.
What if we made Crime City from Fortnite?
Crime City for yeah. He's not laughing, Sizzle.
I know,
This
he's
is
deep in
serious.
thought. He's
This
probably
is
gonna have to go to the
serious.
bathroom soon. And shit on it.
Damn, alright, dude.
Lost Omen Guide series is all about Galarian lore. Wouldn't aspire.
Well,
What are you trying to push? You're still working on the orb, right?
It was. I don't know. I had an idea in my head and then I started putting it on paper and I didn't like it. I'm trying to think of something. I really hate when I have these moments.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, we went through a dungeon in Vintage Story that was very appealing.
It was very dope. I'm not entirely sure how to make that though.
It was really cool. Near the end, though, I was lagging so bad, dude.
It was really good.
It was really bad. I probably didn't help that we had like a bunch of people there, but it was so cool.
Maybe I can.
What about the library in that place?
Library was also dope. The issue is that you could only really make one floor because I don't have the ability to make multi-layer stuff. At least not yet. That's something that they're going to be making. That's a feature that they're going to be releasing on Incarnate, that you can export layers. So I could export all the trees and then layer them on top of it. So that way in Foundry, when you walk underneath it, you actually walk under the tree.
I see.
But who knows how
That'll
far
be
that's
pretty
out. Yeah, that's something that other map makers have. Like Dungeon Draft does that. You can export it in pieces. Hmm.
You know, speaking of
Yeah, that's what I need.
that dungeon, what was in the middle? Like in all that darkness, what was it?
It's some weird like monolith thing. It might as well have been a
Oh.
fucking marker.
Yeah. It was no like getting inside of touching it or anything. It was just there.
Oh, like could you
It had
you
like
not
a
go
weird,
to like the...
yeah. You can like, I went up to it and I tried to mine it and stuff, and nothing happened. It has like it had such a weird shape that I legitimately had no idea what I was looking at.
The malicious rhomboid.
It was literally that.
the rhomboid. Just rhomboid.
I looked at it and I went, "What the fuck is that?" And then I walked off.
Rhomboid.
I think I might. This is usually a good way to get back into the swing of things. I might try to make a hero dungeon.
Ooh.
A what?
A hero. They're like single room dungeons type deal.
Gotcha.
Where the fuck did I even get the idea from for hero? They're from some video game.
Nice.
Oh, it was Elden Ring. What am I saying? Yeah, it's Elden Ring.
Nice.
The hero tombs and stuff. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow too for Map Making Monday.
Oh boy.
All right, here's my challenge. I have a challenge for you, DM, for your hero room.
Oh.
I want you to make the like inside of an air traffic control tower. But like fantasize.
Why?
I don't know. Cause you can then use that as part of the mega dungeon. That's where you like turn off or on the big Worm of Armageddon. It's this control tower with the windows.
I need to steal from my old designs more.
Do it.
I keep retrying to create the wheel. It'd be so much
There's
easier
one
to
thing
just
I know.
steal from the walls I've already made.
If there's one thing I hate, it's wheel decks.
Hmm.
All right, Sizzle.
Make the church from Caesar. The cathedral was fucking massive, dog. There's like 13
love the
floors or some shit like that.
I like the cathedral. All right, Sizzle. I'm putting up a
What's up?
quest. You're gonna help me kill it.
He's posting up.
I'm posting up.
I'm
Get
bricked
in
up.
here. Get in here. I need the hero symbols.
Oh my
I
god.
have something to ask of chat.
I hate chatters.
Probably tonight. if you get the opportunity to, could you link some like fantasy towers or like castle-like structures and put them in DM Showcase for me? The reason I ask is because I want to make. I was gonna make the Armageddon orb, but then I went, nah, never mind. I'll work on that later once inspiration strikes me. What I realize I'm gonna work on first is I need to make the Tower of the Oracle. I need something that I can look at and be like, I can make that.
And you want specifically a tower?
A tower works best, but
Understood.
even maps.
Tower of Babel.
It can be vignettes, sure, but it could also be maps. Those are also fine. What kind of style? Any style. I just need inspiration is what I need. I'm inspirationally drained or inspirationally empty at the moment. So,
Where do you want it posted?
DM Showcase.
DM Showcase.
Oh damn! I ate that one. Ooh.
Ooh, so tiny.
Ouch.
Ouchie.
Oh, Dragonblight sucks.
Also take screenshots of anything you guys see cool in Monster.
Okay.
Screenshots that we think is cool in Monster Hunter?
Not me takes a screenshot
Just
of
like-
everything. I think everything's cool.
Just like any cool thing?
Like what you do with Poe.
Oh, all right. That's might be a little difficult when I'm trying not to get gored, but sure.
What do you mean? You're not even in this quest. You're not getting gold.
The oil basin area is pretty cool.
I like the oil basin area. It's a very unique
Yeah.
area.
Very foragey.
Oh god.
Ominous or breathtaking? Both work. I just want to find something where I go that, and then I latch onto it. Yeah. I wonder what the fuck I was on when I was making this bio vault, because I was clearly locked in. Need to harness that again.
Harness the energy.
Harness their life force.
Harness the power of friendship.
It's because you need a game more, brother. You haven't been gaming enough.
Dude, what if instead of a bio vault, you made a gamer vault?
Oh wait,
Sizzle, you took too long. What the fuck?
I was posting towers.
Can't believe this.
I just remembered Elden Ring was a thing, so of course I'm gonna steal from them shamelessly again.
Elden Ring.
Honestly.
Ugh. Your own version of Anne Orlando?
Who wants to break it to him? Who wants to break that news to him?
Well, given that Anubis has talked about it before in the past, I assume they were there for SOE and DOA.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the night and just go. Maybe I'll go look at like the Elden Ring DLC or something like that.
Have you played it yet?
I've gotten pretty far. I never finished it though.
Understood.
Maybe I'll look at some Diablo stuff too.
El Diablo.
Diablo's got some cool stuff.
So what kind of towers Diablo got? Oh, one's in hell.
Hell
As you do.
Towers.
L towers, one might say.
Hmm.
The ominous L tower.
It's pretty cool.
You know what? I have been playing Final Fantasy 12 again. I'll keep a lookout for stuff in there too.
Behold, the
Excellent.
T.
Oh, goddamn. I think for now, it does sound like a good idea, Lord, but I think for now I'm going to call it a shorter stream, I know, but I've kind of like frustrated myself by like spinning my own wheels. So I'm going to look at some stuff for inspiration, see if I can't work on something off stream, and maybe it's just that I have nothing to give stream at the moment. So we'll see what happens.
We're gonna reach the top of this tower, and it's just gonna be the guy who gave Crown his credit card.
You know, life has a debt to it.
Yep.
And everything must be repaid.
We're like, can we take this guy non-lethally? And Crown goes, no.
Hatred.
He just starts describing us like just eviscerating this guy, and we're like, we're the good guys, right? And he's like, yes.
This feels very personal.
Don't worry, he deserved it. What was his job?
An accountant.
All right, gamers.
Yes.
Say goodbye.
So
Bye,
long, friends.
Goodbye, chat.
I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, gamers. I don't know what's up. I think it's because it's been so long since I've made a map. I'm going to try and work on something off stream, see if there's anything I can do. And just try to get an idea in my head again. I think it's just been too long since I've made a map. And now my brain's like, God damn. So, that's it for me tonight. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. Hope you take care of yourselves. Hope you love them. Some that you love them. You will probably see me tomorrow as well for Map Making Monday. And I'm going to try and come up with something. Even if it's like a forest map. Just anything to basically get the fucking the wheels spinning again. I appreciate all the words of encouragement. Thank you very much. But yeah. I'll catch you all around. Good night, Chad.